स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Manash Mishra.
Om Sarvamangalmangalye Shive Sarvarthasadhike Saranye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamapurnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Mana Shantihi Prithvi Shantihi Graha Shantihi Sarvam Shantihi. Aham Brahmasmi. So good morning everyone and good evening for the other time zones. Swagat hai to this another day of satsang after the magnificent day that we just completed on 21st. So nothing less than magic Hari Bhai created. So I believe all the people, those who were doing online also, I have seen some of their messages. You were also able to connect and you were also able to do it right. So thank you. Despite being so far, you continued your sadhana and you did it. So thank you so much. And of course, the people, those who traveled and those who joined us offline also. I still understand that Rajanji reached his home yesterday. Rashmiji reached her home yesterday. Anyways, Sudhaji and Sumaji, they went and they must have reached on time. And all the other people from Podli and Vijayawada, those who traveled, the entire family of Sarojini ji. So thank you everyone and the help that everybody did. So now the question is, like, just now we completed Dhanakarshan Bhairav and today I'm talking about how to get rid of all those things. This is something contradictory. That's where people talk and say like, your words are so contradicting. I said, my words are not contradicting. You have not understood me well. So literally yesterday, somebody actually messaged me and asked, you have taken the subject name as, what is the subject name for today? Achha. KAAM, KRODH. And then MOHA and moksha kind of thing. And they say like, how do you justify this? I said, that was the greatest justification. And Kamlender ji, you must have reached your home as well. Okay, good. So I said, understand this. In order to get rid of something, you should have it with abundance. That's how the mind works. You remember one fine night you went to sleep and you didn't keep a bottle of water by your side? Or just somebody messaged you in your apartment like the water supply is stopped for tomorrow? You feel the urge of, arey, I should have it right now. Understood that or not? Kabhi hua hai, nahi hua hai? The moment the mind gets a clue of scarcity, it runs towards it. So similarly, the first thing and foremost thing that I always talk about is you should be best in this world and that world as well. So that's where this Dhanakarshan Bhairav comes into play. All the sadhana that we do, to take care of your family, to take care of you, to take care of your health, take care of your wealth. I think like we have been running around all the corners. Nothing left on this planet that we will not cover. But that's where we grow. इसी तरीके से हमें आगे बढ़ना है ताकि ये सारे चीजों का भी देखभाल हो जाए. And then we are free from this also. Now the question comes, how to be free? If I am having too much of things right now on my plate, I will be more attached to that. It does not happen. I'll tell you how. There was a youngster who goes to one of the priests in a temple. Mandir mein hai, but he was a very good means Gyani the. And he goes to him and he asks like, I heard that somebody was reciting in Bhagavad Gita that I am something that cannot be pierced through any knives or swords, cannot kill me, neither fire can burn me, neither wind can blow me away. What is all these things? How can it be possible? Because if I bring a blade right now and cut your hand, then what? And conditions of our also the same. Like रोज हम तो कहते हैं अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. A small little needle and aham brahmasmi runs away. But there have been other cases where we have seen the examples of Mansur, we have seen the example of Jesus Christ, we have seen examples of all the sons of gurus of the Sikh parampara, and they have just given their lives just like that without even thinking twice. So the priest gave these examples, like you see, like these people have been there, and despite that they were not worried. Then this youngster asked, like, how is it possible? He said, it is absolutely possible. He said, prove it. So in order to prove that, the priest asked, what do you think might have happened to those people? When somebody was going through that pain, there were other people, those who were seeing him as well. Sare log dekh rahe the usse, right? But no one was saying, hey, don't cut me, don't kill me. Nobody else was doing that. They were all looking at the person who was being punished, right? So when all the other people were looking at it, they didn't feel the pain. Similarly, this person was also looking the same thing. He was not attached to the body. Now you say, how is it possible not attached to the body? But I feel the body that I am. मुझे तो लगता है कि मैं ही ये शरीर हूं. That is where the attachment plays the game. मुझे लगता है कि मैं ही शरीर हूं, मैं एक हो गया हूं शरीर के साथ, तब जाके ये सारे दुख दर्द पीड़ा आ जाना शुरू हो जाता है. Then what is the way out? What the example that he gave? That if I am not the body, then who am I? We will do it experimentation today also. A few experimentation that will again gain us back to this aham brahmasmi state. As someone asked, like saying aham brahmasmi, can it lead you to liberation? I said no. He said, then why have you been saying this all the way around, like aham brahmasmi, if it is not taking you to liberation? I said, it does not take you to liberation, it is liberation. It will not take you anywhere. It is liberation. Then this kid asked, like, I don't understand that. How can a person be so detached that he does not feel the pain? Then the priest of that temple, he gave him a coconut, a raw coconut, right? And he says, take this and break it. Break it and come back to me, and make sure only the outer layer breaks, the inner white layer does not. Anyone can do that? He said, how is it possible? I break it means the inside will also break, the outside will also break. And the priest says, okay, fine, give that to me. Then he hands him a dry coconut. He says, now take it. Now go break it. Can you break the outer cover without breaking the inside? He said, yes, it can be possible. He said, why? Because the inside is not attached. Because the inside is not attached to the outer covering, it will not break along with it. But if the inner covering is attached to the outer covering, it will break. What is our condition? Why do we break? Because we have attached ourselves so much to this outer layer that we feel like the outer layer. And when we are so attached to the outer layer, when the outer layer breaks, the inner layer is breaking. We feel as if we are going through that pain instead of just being the one who is the seer of it. And until and unless you create that little gap, staying inside it, creating that small little gap, let whatever happens to the outside, you will never be caught in that trap. Good example, right? So let us begin from here then. Now the topics that we have taken is this: how do you get this anger, fear, and attraction, then all that we do, how to get rid of that. Lobh, moha. Somebody asked me, like, what is lobh and what is moha? Are they not one? I said, no, they are not one. Lobh is something that you already have and you want to have it more. Moha is generally related to people, not things. Whereas lobh is related towards things. Now, there was another person. You see, in the philosophy of Islam, they say like there is only one God and that only God is Allah, and there is one only Paigambar and his Paigambar is Prophet Muhammad. That's what they start. No, La ilaha illallah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, the first statement that they speak of. Then there was one person, Sufi guy. You see, already earlier, whenever you listen to the Sufis, they only say one statement, they leave the last statement. They only say there is only one God and that God is Allah, and they don't speak about Prophet Muhammad. And because of that, there is a long fight with them. This person was one step ahead. He only said the statement, there is no God and the only God is Allah. That's what they speak of. He didn't took the rest of the line. He only took 3 words. There is no God. And when he was asked that, why are you saying like this? Are you someone who does not believe in God? He says, no, I believe it. And then why do you say that there is no God? No, because I have not seen it. Until I have seen it, how can I believe it? Then he was called by the king, because at that time they were very strict on those things, and the king called and said, I heard that you are saying this. Yes, that's what I'm saying. What are you saying? He shouted it in a loud voice, there is no God. And the king was annoyed and said, if you don't say there is only one God and all those things, you are gone. He said, whatever. Then the king ordered that his head should be rolled, the favorite pastime of kings. So he said, okay, take him away, roll his head. The moment his neck was cut, the head was rolling with a noise. There is no God, but one God. At that very moment, all the other people, while asking, you idiot, what did you did? If you should have told this, your head would have been on your shoulders. And that very moment, his last words were, I didn't saw it till now, but I see it now. That's why I say there is. So it is something like when, until and unless you pass through that thing, until and unless you go through a certain transformation within yourself, It would be difficult even to understand the word Aham Brahmasmi. It is even difficult to even speak that word loudly. It will be more difficult to say within. बाहर तो हर कोई चिल्ला सकता है नहीं शशि जी, but अंदर that is more difficult, because I can shout out on a microphone, like on a mic, that Aham Brahmasmi, but within I'm fearing, because that is not my true reality within myself. That's where this problem happens. Now, why I'm talking all this? Because this will create the base of what I'm going to speak now. ये पूरा का पूरा स्टेज बना देगा हमारे लिए. So are we understanding these very basic things that we do? I will give you very typical pinpoint situations and pinpoint answers for that. How many of you want to get rid of any of these four things? So we should not raise our hands even. That's why we are here. Why do you say you are here? Now you see, all the other people are sleeping because they don't want it. We want it, that's why we are awake. And because you are awake, you will get it. What is the word that I said? You are awake, that's why you will get it. All the other sleeping, they will sleep off. Now, again, Kamlinder ji, on that day you asked like the 4 lakh yoni manushya ke. So again, we might get a hue of that in this as well. Sometimes I have seen people complaining that, oh, I get angry a lot of time. Any good people out there? All saints. So no. So nobody gets angry here. Okay. So I nominate myself for that. Okay. So anger. If you get fearful, no. I only create terror. I don't fear anything. Okay. So then, I get pulled towards something, attraction, whatever you call it. No. Hum muni hai. Okay. Then, और क्या रहा? मोह, लोभ, काम, क्रोध. ये सब तो है. क्यों है? All these are there, but why? This is the problem which we face. We have never tried to look at its root cause. Because of that, we are not successful in getting rid of this also. So shall we go to the root of all these things? Then you will realize like how easy it would be to actually get rid of all these things. जो दुनिया के सबसे कठिनतम चीजें लग रहे थे ना, उसको सरलतम उपाय से निकाला जा सकता है. तैयार सुधा जी? बिल्कुल. अच्छा, ये मोह, मोक्ष और ये लोभ किस किस को है? चलो हाथ मत उठाओ, किसी को नहीं है. तो सुन लो, दूसरों को बता देना, ठीक है? अपने लिए नहीं, दूसरों के लिए सुन लो, बता देना. So you see, all the background of all these things, major problem with all these things is fear. इस सबके पीछे डर है. मेरे से कुछ चला गया तो, मेरे से कुछ छूट गया तो, if I lose something, what is that? इसे हम मोह कहते हैं, लेकिन what is the root cause of it? The simple root cause of it is fear or not? अरे मेरे से चला गया. लोभ हो मतलब मुझे और चाहिए, नहीं मिला तो. You might have seen a beautiful thing. I don't know how you might have observed it or not, but I have observed it. There are small little kids, right? Those who are still milk feeding. Okay. You see, there are two kinds of mothers. One mother that takes care of the kid on a regular basis, she feeds her or feeds him. You will see that kid will not eat much. But there is one mother who does not. She might be too busy with her work. She does not feed it. You see that will be a crampy kid out there. You know why? Because he's always worried like क्या होने वाला है, अगली बार खाना कब मिलेगा. Because the kid, when it takes birth, for it, love means food. Because he has not understood anything else. The love of the mother means the mother is feeding him. When he is feeling hungry, the mother is feeding, and the food means love for him. If he is being fed regularly, he feels loved. And when he is not fed regularly, he feels, oh, I'm not loved. And that becomes the seed through which that tree grows into life. And one more thing, the mother who feeds the kid regularly, you see their kids won't eat much. Are you getting that simple mindset of thing? देखो कितने लोगों को ये परेशानी है कि आपके बच्चे खाना नहीं खाते. सबके है ना, सारे मदर का यही प्रॉब्लम है. वो कहते हैं कि मेरा बच्चा खाना नहीं खाता. हाँ, कारण आप ही हो. You are the reason. But you see, a person who is on the street, उसे कभी भी खाना दो, खाएगा. Why? Because he does not know when that next meal is coming from. So he said, whatever is coming, let me have it right away. But you people, all the jars are filled, all the racks are filled. The freezer means overthrowing itself with stuff inside it. How do you think the kid will eat it? He says, इतने सारा तो है, डरना क्या है? I can have it anytime. You see, when you have abundance, that's what I said. When you have abundance of it, you don't have a fear of it. You only have a fear of it when you don't have it. Yes or no? इसीलिए धनाकर्षण भैरव. So that your house would be filled with so much that you won't think about that. The only way left out for you is this way. The way of the divine. Now, when this happens, like we might have seen with people with different kind of addictions as well, right? As I said, I'm going to be very straightforward with these things. How many of you have seen people smoking? And some people also are, hey, kaise, how to get rid of these things? There was one of my friend who had been smoking for almost 25, 27 plus years. And I made him leave that within 3 days. I said, how? How means he didn't knew the root cause of it. And he was not like 1 cigarette per day smoker. He was like 1 to 1.5 packet smoker per day. And I said, shall I share this secret? How to get rid of this in 3 days? It won't take even 3 days. 3 minutes is enough. This is how is possible, like in 3 minutes you can change your life. I said accident happens in seconds. It changes your life. Then why can't good things happen to you in seconds? Anybody interested? No, I know you don't smoke, but you can help someone, right? Now, look at a person. Let's do a root cause analysis of this thing then. A person who smokes, he pays. First thing, he pays the money. Second thing, it is written in big words, injuries to health. Then even people could not understand the language. I think they have a photo of some very, very means, if you look at it, you will say, wow, what is this? Right? So it is there. The third thing, the picture is also there. Tobacco, injurious to health. But then still they will pull in and throw it out also. मतलब कमलेंद्र जी समझ में नहीं आया, कोई इंसान दिन भर धुआं अंदर बाहर कैसे कर सकता है? ट्रेन का इंजन है क्या? But there is a root cause for that, which these people don't understand. They are taking in and throwing it out, but for that also they are paying. And in that process, they are losing their health as well. Then what is the cause of it? The cause of it is very simple. मैंने उसको एक ही चीज बताया. And that one thing actually changed everything for him. I told one thing. Have you ever observed, even you people, have you ever observed when you feel like doing that thing? It can be anything for you. कुछ लोगों को देखना, these are a patterns of things. At a certain time, they will go for smoking. People go for boozing. People get angry. You know, even anger has a pattern. Just like hunger has a pattern. If you eat your food every day at 1 p.m., you will feel that hunger at 1 p.m. Yes or no? Automatically. You don't need to watch your watch. You feel hungry at that time. आपको भूख लगी जाता है, हाँ या ना? कुछ लोग तो है, उनको देख के हमें पता चल जाता है कि समय क्या हुआ होगा. They are so precise to that. So in this case, what happens is, did you see, like, the intake of food has a habit. It's called as a biological clock. You wake up at a particular time, you eat at a particular time, you have a particular habit of doing the things, everything in your life. But the thing is, we are not aware how we are doing it and why we are doing it. The moment you realize that how we are doing it and why we are doing it, your condition will be like that white part of the coconut has separated itself from the outer layer. And today, exactly that's what we are going to speak of. Might be too much into this worldly thing, but don't worry, this is the need of the hour, I believe. And many times people come and say, why you have made me like this? Arey, God has made even other animals also. At least you are a human being. You are able to talk, speak, meet, take his name. You should be happy for that. So now coming back to the series of anger and smoking. You see, when I give the answer to the smoking, many of your answers will come up. A person goes to smoke when he feels lonely. जब भी उसे अकेलेपन का एहसास होता है, वो धुआं निकालने चला जाता है. शॉपिंग के लिए कब जाता है? सिनेमा के लिए कब जाता है? नेटफ्लिक्स कब ऑन होता है? सोने कब चले जाते हो? सोचो सोचो सोचो. Think. I believe, like I gave your answer in that single word. We always do all these things when we feel lonely. And whenever I feel lonely, I try to find a companion, and a companion which is cheap, like a cigarette. बिकॉज वो कुछ बोलता नहीं है. जब चाहो फूंक लो, आग लगा दो. दूसरों को आग लगाओ तो वो कुछ बोलेंगे, इसको आग लगाओ, ये कुछ नहीं बोलेगा. So have you realized this simple thing? This is as simple as that. Whenever a person gets lonely, he starts doing all these things. You can, some people, in order to get away from this loneliness, they keep on chanting, they keep on shouting names, and all these things. But that loneliness inside is not going away. The people, those who get too angry, the people, those who have an issue with their health, the people, those who have an issue with their weight. I'm going to say something that might hit. Just a second. Is my voice clear? I think I lost connection of one of my systems. Is my voice there? Okay. It's clear. So the picture got stuck, but I think like we can still manage, right? So you see, I think like it also does not want me to reveal some things. Okay. But let me continue with this word. How does it matter? Now, how many of you have seen people with weight issues? होता है ना? You know how you gain those weight? There is also a reason behind it, the root cause of it. And even there are some people, those who don't have weight issues, they say weight बढ़ता ही नहीं है, कुछ साल wait कर लो, weight अपने आप बढ़ ही जाएगा. Now you see, all the people, those who have issues with weight, उसके लिए भी बता देता व्हाट इज द रूट कॉज ऑफ इट, and you will be stunned because you might not have ever thought of in that way. When do you eat more? आप सबसे ज्यादा कब खाते हो? You say when you are hungry. No. When you are tensed. When you are angry, you are hungry. आप जब गुस्से में आते आते हो ना, कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि नहीं गुस्से में आने के तो खाने का मन नहीं होता है. नो, खाने का मन नहीं होता है, लेकिन आप जो खाते हो आपको याद भी नहीं रहता. आप गुस्से में जल्दी जल्दी खा लेते हो. यू डोंट डाइजेस्ट इट वेल. Now, you see, whenever a person is angry, let's say Navneet ji had a fight. नहीं होना चाहिए, बट हुआ, अब क्या करें, हो गया. और उस दिन खाना बना है, खाना लाके सामने पटक दिया गया. How do you eat? Do you feel it tasty if you are angry? कितने लोग हैं जो गुस्से में रहते हुए खाना उनको बड़ा अच्छा लगा था उस दिन. You like the food. Oh wow, what tasty. I'm angry, but the tasty food, the food is very tasty. You said that? You see, your anger has taken away the taste of the food as well. Now just think of the anger. Can't it take the taste of your life? It will. And majority of the time, when we are angry, we overeat. We tend to overeat. We don't know the taste, but we tend to overeat. And you see all the people, those who have this problem with weight, they have been angry. They have been angry. Why they are angry? Might be this will close some of the weight reduction programs. You know why you are angry? इसका आंसर बहुत सिंपल है. The people, those who generally go into that, I am not giving the name of these genes and all those things. Those are a particular thing. But I have seen even houses where people are very healthy, but their kids are very slim. It can happen. So genes play a role, but there is another way to it. The another way to it is they have always been angry, and while without knowing, they overeat and they gain that weight. And the root cause of it is not that anger. The root cause of it is they have not felt loved. उन्हें कहीं ना कहीं वो प्यार की कमी है उनमें, जिसके वजह से उसको ढूंढते ढूंढते उनको गुस्सा आ जाता है. वो गुस्से के चक्कर में ज्यादा खाना खा लेते हैं, उसके बाद मोटे हो जाते हैं. You might fight with me with that. I'm okay with it. You might be right, but that's my observation. लोग मुझे पूछते हैं कि आप इतना खाते हो फिर भी मोटे नहीं होते. मैं बोला, I'm loved. Even the food loves me. I love the food, so we don't counter each other. Or else the kind of food that I take, if you take, I don't know what will happen to you all. You say, no, you eat less. No, I eat less, but what am I eating? Preeti ji, I can still take a hot glass of water, pour half cup of ghee into that and still drink it. And mind you, with a handful of kaju, kismis and dry fruits already into that milk. How many of you can digest that? By thinking itself, you say, my पेट खराब हो गया मेरा. That's where it is. Now, are you realizing that where this weight accumulation happened? It's not only food. It is overeating. Why it is overeating? Because I was so angry. Why were you angry? Because you were not feeling safe. Why were you not feeling safe? Because you were not loved. रूट कॉज क्या है? वेट रिडक्शन करते रहो. but the day, इसे ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, मतलब ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है बताता हूं ना. जब गुस्सा लगता है तब ज्यादा खा लेते हो. But let's say you are going to meet someone whom you love. You feel hungry, right? बहुत भूख लगता है ना आपको. किसी से मिलने जाते हो जिससे आप बहुत प्यार करते हो, आप उससे मिलने जाते हो और आपको बहुत भूख लगती है. होता है? नहीं होता ना. So what is this? Anger is overeating, love is no eating. So why am I saying that? That means if you really want to lose your weight, start loving yourself first. जो प्यार बाहर वालों ने नहीं दिया वो प्यार अपने आप से करो. The love that you didn't got from outside, start that within. अब कुछ लोग बोले कि हाउ टू गेन. मेरे पास आ जाओ, 2-4 लात मारूंगा, गुस्सा हो जाओगे, खा लेना, ज्यादा हो जाएगा. Okay, not on the joking part. Let's come back. Whenever you are going to meet someone that you are very happy with, you don't feel like having the food. Does that mean you have a scarcity? No. I'll tell you a very beautiful instance. एक बार राधा, हाँ कृष्ण की राधा. So एक बार ऐसा होता है कि रात में राधा को कोई आके कहता है कि उसकी कोई सखी कि कृष्ण कब से तुम्हारा इंतजार कर रहा है वहां पे, बहुत देर से कृष्ण तुम्हारा इंतजार कर रहा है. राधा जैसे ही ये सुनती है, like the moment she hears it, like she lost her mind. It's like, oh, he has been waiting for me so long. Whatever way she could put on the makeup, I don't know what kind of makeup she used to, because anyway she was beautiful. Whatever she could, just wrapped around and started running. And seeing her condition, all the other gopis, they said, what are you going? You are running like a mad person today. He says, no, don't stop me. Krishna has been waiting. Runs into the forest in the darkest of the hours. And when she stands in front of Krishna, because she was about to have her food, she left it and ran into that forest. And now when she is in front of Krishna, and Krishna says, Radha, what is this? Radha says, what? Now, what have you done to yourself? Radha says, do you say because of the hair I have, the way I have the hair, or the way I have makeup? No, I'm not talking about that. Look at your feet. There is a snake wrapped around in your leg. तेरे पैर में एक जहरीला सांप बंधा हुआ है लगा, and you have not even seen that. Then Radha, being Radha, she answers such a beautiful way. She says, she is not my enemy. She is the best friend that I could get today. He said, how do you say that he is the best friend? He could have killed you. And Radha says, you see, when I come into the forest, I tie cloth around the legs so that the trinklets don't make sound. ताकि वो जो घुंघरू की आवाजें ना हो, मैं कपड़ा बांध देती हूँ. लेकिन तुमसे मिलने के चक्कर में मैंने एक पैर में कपड़ा बांधा. I only tied cloth in one leg and I forgot to tie it in the other leg, and that snake, to help me, wrapped around it so that the sound is not heard by others. So how can it be my enemy? It was my friend. ये होता है प्यार की परिकाष्ठा. Now, same thing. Why I gave you this example of this Radha, snake, and Krishna here? The simple logic is our life. You see, when we are running in our lives, we also come onto these dangerous things. But the dangerous things can kill you, or the dangerous thing can be your friend. What is snake? Snake को क्या कहा जाता है? Snake को, even it is called as that it is one form of kal, means death. उसे काल सर्प कहा जाता है ना. और आपने सुना होगा काल सर्प दोष लगा हुआ है किसी किसी को. So काल मतलब death, and that death is always wrapped around our legs, and it can bite us. But when your focus is towards Krishna, when your focus is always towards the above, when you are not pushed by fear, but pulled by love. Even then, the काल जो है, मतलब जो मृत्यु का रूप जो है, वो भी आपके लिए आभूषण बन जाएगा. It will become an ornament for a person who has realized and is driven by love. तो जैसे कि ये कृष्ण की तरफ भाग रही थी, हम रोज उस परमात्मा की तरफ भाग रहे हैं. मृत्यु बंधी हुई है पैर में. Death is always tied around our legs. We don't know when it will fall, but that has become an ornament to me because that will become a source through which I will meet it. इससे बड़ा डर क्या होता है? मृत्यु से बड़ा डर क्या है? Anything beyond death? इससे बड़ा कोई डर है? नहीं है. So when you are transcending this fear, how can you transcend this fear? This transcendence of fear is through the love of the divine. So when you are in too much of love, I said many of the things is taken care of. Such as you stop comparing yourself with anyone because you know you are loved. You stop complaining because you know you are loved. ये कंप्लेन और कंपैरिजन कौन करता है कुशाल? जिन्हें ये डर है कि शायद मैं कम हूं, might be I am a little less compared to self-created. Now, coming to another point of life, pain. Pain is there. But Vani ji, what we do is we have attached ourselves so much to this body. You see, let's say someone has a headache. What will they say? Arey, aaj mera sar dukh raha hai. I am having a headache. Who is having a headache? I am having a headache. Acha. Oh, there is a lot of pain in my knee. Okay. I am having pain today. Okay. Who ate the food? I ate the food. Can you see, whenever, wherever the things are attached, you are getting attached to your body so much that you feel the pain. The coconut, the white part of the coconut and the outer layer of the coconut is attached. That's where the pain is. But have you, let me give you another thing so that even you get rid of a pain as well. थोड़ा कम तो हो ही जाएगा. And if you really practice it, you will go beyond it. बता दूं how to deal with pain also. That's detachment. How to detach? ये हो कैसे सकता है? There is a beautiful name called as Sakshi. Means becoming the witnesser, the seer of it. When you become that, then you will realize that you are not that. Now, one amazing thing, Deepika ji, the best thing of our life is we have this much pain, but we magnify that. Socho, go back. That's what I'm saying. No, do the root cause analysis. I have this much pain, but I will magnify this. How do I magnify that? मैं उसे कैसे बड़ा चढ़ा के करता हूं? बिल्कुल उसी तरह जैसे कैंडल. कल yesterday Sandhya ji, I was sitting, I lighted up a candle to कुछ जला रहा था, तो वो कैंडल देख के मुझे एक अजीब सा चीज, I understood so amazing thing. I said, look at this, the fire is this much, but the light is spreading all around. आग इतना सा है लेकिन इतने सारे उजाला कर देता है. बिल्कुल उसी तरीके से दर्द इतना सा है, हम इतना करके दिखा देते हैं. वैसे खुशी भी इतनी सी है, इतना करके दिखा देते हैं. We have been living in an illusion of pain. We have been living in an illusion of sorrow. We have also been living in an illusion of happiness. We run towards something, we buy something and say, oh, I am happy. कितने मिनट के लिए? How long? Because we have not reached the ultimate happiness, all these small things we bring in and we try to magnify that. I have told this example many a times, right? Kushal, you remember, like I said, like when we buy a new shoe and nobody notices it, what do? हाँ, वैसे ही लेके जूते सबके सामने तो घूमते रहते हो, नाचना शुरू कर देते हो, फिर ये जमीना जैसा क्यों है, वो फिर भी नहीं देखते, अरे तेरे जूते ऐसे क्यों लग रहे हैं, नहीं मेरे जूते, अच्छा, अरे अरे तेरे को बोलना भूल गया, मैंने ना जूते लिए. मतलब what are you trying to do there? You bought that shoe thinking that you will be happy, but you are sorrowful because nobody is noticing that. Then in order to show that you are happy, you pull their attention towards it. Not only that, let me tell something more psychological thing in this. पंकज जी, कई बार आपने देखा है, मैंने एक बहुत पुरानी एक किताब पढ़ी थी, कोई पागल ही होगा जिसने उस किताब को लिखा था, लेकिन इतना बढ़िया चीज लिखा था उसके अंदर, मुझे लगता है कि ये सबको सिखाना चाहिए. वो एक अजीब रिसर्चर था. इट वाज नॉट ए बुक एक्चुअली, इट वाज व्हाट यू कॉल, पेपर लिखते हो ना, व्हाट डू यू कॉल दैट, सो थीसिस कुछ था, शायद कुछ पेजेस का था. इन दैट ही वाज डूइंग ए पर्टिकुलर रिसर्च एक गजब का रिसर्च था. मैंने आज तक ऐसा रिसर्च ना सुना है ना आपने सुना होगा. The research that he was doing, Shiva Guruji, he was researching that how many times you ask people how are they, and when they respond, these people understand. ज्यादातर ऐसा होता है कोई सुनता ही नहीं है आप जो बोलते हो, वो तो ऐसे ही पूछने के लिए पूछ लेते हैं. Just in order to ask, they ask and you give an answer and they don't even listen what you said. And you know what that person did? In order to realize whether they were saying it right or not, they were understanding what I'm saying or not, वो हमेशा जाता, लोगों से जाके पूछता, how are you? वो कुछ बोलते, फिर वो पूछते, how are you? ये बोलता, the birds are flying. Oh, very good, very good, good. फिर किसी जगह गया, and these are, he has written it down, Alivaji, everything he has written it down, ki what kind of answers I gave and people were okay with it. One fine day he goes, one person, neighbor comes and he says, how is the day? हाँ, गाय दूध दे रही है. Ah, very good, good, all good. They are not even listening what you are saying. And one more amazing thing that he has written in that Kalyani ji, he was a well-traveled man. He used to travel all across the world. And everywhere he goes, he has to sign a lot of papers. It was old days, so he has to sign a lot of papers. And there is no meaning to those things that were asked. कभी कभी ये भी मजाक कर लेता, और किसी ने आज तक उसे नहीं रोका. उसने ये मेंशन किया है कि I wrote whatever I want and nobody stopped me. He's like, age 6000 साल. He has written that and nobody stopped him. He said, किसके पास समय है पढ़ने के लिए? Even those people don't have time to read it, and we have been wasting our time to impress those people. उनके पास समय भी नहीं है, वो तो पूछने के लिए पूछ लेते हैं, कैसे हो, क्या मतलब है कैसे हो, और हम भी कौन सा सच बोलते हैं? हाँ, हम भी कौन सा सच बोलते हैं? वो पूछते कैसे ना, बढ़िया. वो बढ़िया का व्याख्या करे तो समझ में आए बढ़िया होता क्या है. If I start asking you, really, tell me how fine are you, and you start telling about your fineness, I said, okay, when you woke up in the morning, what happened? अरे पूछ मत यार, क्या हो गया सुबह सुबह, आज सुबह सुबह महाभारत. फिर भी बढ़िया है. You see, we are conditioned to look good. We are conditioned to reply. लेकिन इसीलिए कई बार होता है ना कि संतोषी जी, यू मीट ए पर्सन, यू आस्क देयर नेम, शादी में मिलते हो, एक बार नाम पूछते हो, उसने अपना नाम बताया, 2 मिनट के बाद आप नाम भूल गए, वो आपका नाम भूल गया. They forget you, you forget their name, but the next time they are coming towards you, you scratch your head, I know this name, what is this name? Because we have not been conscious in those moments. If you start living your life with utter consciousness, complete consciousness, you will see all these issues of life will be taken care of, including, you see, when I was saying anger, I also said that anger also comes like hunger. You might have noticed it or not. If you start noticing for this day, अगर आज से एक चीज का record रखो, within a week's time, 2 weeks time, you will realize that what is happening to you. There is a pattern to your anger. किसी को 2 घंटे में गुस्सा आता है, किसी को 4 घंटे में गुस्सा आता है, किसी को 24 घंटे में गुस्सा आता है. गुस्सा आता है. चेक. कुछ संत महात्मा है हमारे पास, उनको 2-4 दिन में आता है. वो जो कहते हैं ना मुझे कभी कभी आता है, ये कभी कभी वाले कभी रिकॉर्ड नहीं रखे, इसीलिए कहते हैं कभी कभी आता है. But if you keep a record of your anger, just do one thing, keep a diary. Because this can change your life in this worldly realm. जब तक ये ठीक नहीं होगा वो कैसे करेंगे? So I thought like let me dip down into the core of it. आज वो कीचड़ में जाते ही हैं और पंकज जी की तरह बाहर निकल के आते हैं. So मैं इसीलिए कीचड़ के अंदर जा रहा हूं, so that I can bring it out. Take a notebook, write it when you are angry, and you will see that exactly within 4 hours, within 6 hours, within 10 hours, within 24 hours, you get angry. आपको आता है. और गुस्सा कब नहीं आता वो भी बता देता हूं. वो पैटर्न कब ब्रेक होता है. You see, when you don't have food in the freezer, you feel hungry. And I have seen certain people. These are observations of my life. You might have also observed the same things, Umaji. Have you seen certain people get angry and they shout at people, and when they shout, they are happy. Everything is done. 2 मिनट में गुस्सा शांत होता है कि नहीं होता है? It is exactly like, Subhaji, you cook a Maggie for 2 minutes and you are hungry and you take half a bowl of Maggie, your hunger is gone. Right? ऐसे ही मैंने लोगों को भी देखा जिनको गुस्सा आता है, they find somebody, they burst it out and they're happy. Yes or no? होता है. Okay, very good. लेकिन कभी कभी लोग नहीं मिलते आपको. You don't find people. Then what do you do? Amazing thing that people I have seen doing. They're writing with a pen or holding a mobile. When they are angry and they don't find someone to vent their anger, what do? क्या करते हैं उस समय में? बेचारा पेन गया, फोन बेचारा स्वाहा. होता है नहीं होता है? होता है. ये मुस्कुराहट सब बता देती है मुझे, आपके बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. Your smile speaks loads about you rather than you saying yes. I know. Because I am no different from you. And Shashiji, there was a research done when accidents happen the most. You know when accident happens the most? उस research का जो result आया, because what they did is they were asking those people why this accident happened, and a shocking thing came into light. 94% of the people said they were angry. And in that anger, they pressed the accelerator. And when they pressed the accelerator, they lost the control and hit it. बेचारा एक्सेलरेटर को क्या पता है? उसे लगेगा अच्छा जोर से जाना चाहता है इसीलिए जोर से दबा दिया और जोर से चला गया. मैं कहता हूं एक टेक्नोलॉजी बनाना चाहिए जिससे पता चलना चाहिए कि if a person is angry, he should not be allowed to drive beyond certain limits. एक्सीडेंट्स बच जाएंगे. Because in that moment, no one is there. Out of his anger, he's pressing his leg without his knowing it. And he goes into a frenzy. reality or not, Shiva Guruji? Because he does not know he's pressing that. Majority of the accidents happen when you are angry. Because when you are angry, you are not conscious. Because with consciousness, you cannot get angry. Unconsciously, you become angry. और जैसे जैसे आपका कॉन्शियसनेस बढ़ते जाता है, क्यों कहते हैं कि संत को गुस्सा नहीं आता? संत को गुस्सा नहीं आता ये बात नहीं है. इट इज नॉट दैट द संत डज नॉट गेट एंग्री. द reason here is he is continuously aware of himself every moment. That's why he does not get into anger. और हम नारियल के पहले वाले, the first kind of coconut. So we don't know. बाहर किसी ने मारा, हम अंदर से टूट गए. बाहर किसी ने कुछ कहा, वो अंदर से टूट गए. Somebody said something, are gone. Okay, so I was talking about pain. Now, let us see how a pain can be taken care of. Pain can be taken care of, as I said, by creating a distance between you. How can I create a distance between me and the body? Shall we know it practically? Practically करके बताऊंगा अभी. और उसके लिए एक चीज बताना चाहता हूं उससे पहले, so that this practical game also gets understood by you very well. देखो, किसी ने मुझे पूछा कि क्या if I live with awareness, I will die with awareness. आएगा संतोषी जी? All the answer will be one only. सारे जवाब एक ही में आ जाएंगे. I am just creating the entire aura of it, because we are touching all the aspects of life so that you get the answer of it. Okay, so is it like if I live wakefully, can I die wakefully? I said absolutely. That's the secret. Then it asks how to live wakefully. क्योंकि अगर मैं कंप्लीट चेतना के साथ, अगर मैं संपूर्ण कॉन्शियसनेस के साथ आई लिव्ड माय लाइफ, even my death will be like that. I'll be aware. And even if somebody comes back, he will also come with the same awareness that he is not that body. Now, ये कैसे सीखे? How to learn this? How to know this? How to experience this? Very good. Let's take this example also. I said, the thing that can prepare you that you are not the body is the time when you are in pain. अब ये बड़ा उल्टा बात कह रहा हूं मैं विद्या जी. नहीं, लोग कहते हैं जब उस शरीर में तकलीफ है तभी तो मुझे लगता है शरीर है, और आप कहते हो कि जब शरीर में तकलीफ है तभी आप शरीर से अलग हो सकते हो. ये कैसी बात है? How is it possible? It absolutely contradicts, right? That's where I come in. I talk that you don't think. मैं वही कहता हूं ना, जहां हम खत्म हो गए वही हम शुरू होते हैं. तो हम अभी यहां से शुरू करते हैं कि कैसे अपने आप को शरीर से अलग कर दो. It is again because you have never observed that thing. What is the observance here? You see, have you heard people when they are in pain, they say, भाई ये शरीर छूट गए तो मुक्ति. Heard that? Heard that or not? If this body is gone, I am relieved. Heard that or not? Why do they say so? क्योंकि यही समय है जहां आप अपने आप को शरीर से अलग कर सकते हो. दर्द इसलिए नहीं आता कि आपको कोई तकलीफ देना चाहता है. It is coming as a realization, but we don't take it as realization. Remember the snake in the legs of the Radha? Let's say I tie a snake around your leg and you don't know, and suddenly say there is a snake in your leg. What will you do? You will jump around so much that the snake bites you. And that is what exactly is happening to people in this world. ऐसे तो माया से बंधे हो, नाचना शुरू कर देते हैं, फंस जाते हैं वहीं पे. No, understand this. When there is a pain in the body, it is the right time to distinguish yourself from the body. अपने आप को शरीर से अलग करने की प्रक्रिया से. बिकॉज व्हेन यू आर हैप्पी, नोबडी सेज आई एम सो हैप्पी आई वांट टू लीव द बॉडी. हैज एनीबडी डन सुसाइड व्हेन ही इज टू हैप्पी? हो सकता है क्या प्रीति जी? कोई ऐसा करेगा? बहुत खुश है इसलिए मर गया? नहीं, बहुत दर्द में था इसलिए मर गया. Now, what could be the most painful thing? We look at death as the most painful thing. Why do we take as death as the most painful thing? Because हमने देखा है लोगों को की तकलीफ से गुजरते हुए. People, when they age, they start having pain here, there, everywhere. And if a simple pain in my leg is so painful, now when I see somebody dying, his face is changing, his health is changing, his body is changing, how much painful it would be. In that fear, I fear death. हालांकि मौत ऐसी कुछ चीज है ही नहीं. Death is nothing as such. But we have created a fear by accumulating all our fears as a major fear. चलो, दर्द की बात कर रहे थे फिर. I said when you are in pain, that is the right time to distinguish yourself that you are not the body, you are not the pain, you are the observer of it, and we will do it right away. Correct? Anybody has any pain? Somebody will create. Says नहीं है, लेकिन आप सिखाना चाहते हो तो मैं बना लेता हूं. बना लो. Now, understand one thing. There is an outer layer of your body. शरीर का एक बाहरी भाग है. There is outer layer. Outer layer of the body, I touch, I feel it. Everybody check whether you are doing it or not. होता है ना, ये भी कभी कभी याद दिलाना पड़ता है. सुन पड़ गए कुछ लोग. So when you're able to touch your body from outside, you feel that. Can you touch your body from within? I will prove it you can. That's the experimentation that I'm going to do now. And I will see that everyone experiences it. Why I want you to touch your body from within is, when you touch your body from within, you will create a distance between you and your body. जो भी आप देख सकते हो वो आप नहीं हो. You remember that talk of mine? Whatever you can see, you are not that, because whatever you are seeing, it is something different from you, and you can only see that thing when there is a distance. जब तक distance नहीं है तब तक आप देख नहीं सकते. Can you see your eyes? Your eyes don't see your eyes until and unless it needs a mirror, and that mirror creates the distance, and that distance only makes you see your own image. So in order to see anything, you have to create the distance. कुछ भी देखने के लिए आपको दूरी बनानी पड़ती है. Yes or no? You have a body, I have a body, and there is a distance between these two figures. We are able to see each other. But if this outline is broken, there is no difference between you and me. Can you see me? Why can't you see God? He is so close that you cannot see it. वो अलग है ही नहीं, इसलिए दिखता नहीं है. इसलिए मूर्ति बना लिया कि अच्छा कम से कम मिरर तो बने, जो दूरी तो बने, वो दूरी से मुझे साक्षात्कार हो, मुझे दर्शन हो. दर्शन के लिए दूरी जरूरी है. जो भगवान आपके घर में रोज है, उसे तो नहीं कहते भगवान आपने मुझे दर्शन दिया, लेकिन आप जाते हो तिरुमाला में और वहां जाके चढ़ के जाते हो, आ जाके बताओ प्रभु के दर्शन हुए. क्यों? दूरी, द डिस्टेंस. So that means in order to create that distance, how should I do it? Until and unless I see it, I cannot create the distance. मैं देखूंगा नहीं तो मैं डिस्टेंस क्रिएट नहीं कर सकता. और साथ ही साथ क्या होता है, अगर मैंने देख लिया इसका मतलब दूरी बन गई. सही है ना राजन जी? जब तक दूरी नहीं है मैं देख नहीं सकता, और अगर मैंने देख लिया तो दूरी हो गई. If I can see, then that means there is a distance. And I will show you your body from within. बोले कि एक्सरे का मशीन लगाएंगे? nahi Baburaji, there is no need of x-ray machines. You are capable enough of all these things. All that I need is a little bit of awareness of your own self. जब दर्द जोर का होता है ना, तो दुनिया भूल जाते हो. मेडिटेशन करने बैठते हो तो दुनिया याद आता है. तो कौन बेटर? Pain takes you away from all the thoughts of the world, and meditation brings all the troubles of your world. What is better? मुझे लगता है दर्द में रहना बेटर है. कि कम से कम एक जगह पे तो रहोगे. चलो उससे भी मुक्त करते हैं. How to get it done? Okay. So we will try to see our body from within, so that that distance is created and you realize that you are not the body. आप वो शरीर नहीं हो. अभी पता चल जाएगा आपको. Just like Sudhaji, there is an outer layer of the body, there is also an inner layer of the body. शरीर के अंदर भी एक लेयर होगा. होगा नहीं होगा? होना तो चाहिए. Even science will tell that there is an inner layer of the body. But we have never seen the inner layer of the body because we have become the body. So now, for a moment, it will take this much time to see your body from within. Ready, everyone? All of you have your right hand with you. You have not kept it somewhere else and come here. कहीं रख के तो नहीं आए, अपना दाएं हाथ तो लेके आए होगे. Okay. विद्या जी दिखाई नहीं दे रहा हाथ आपका. लेके तो आए होंगे. अच्छा ठीक है. Okay. So when you are raising your hand, just raise your hand once. हाथ उठाओ एक बार. Okay. जब हाथ उठाए कुछ पता चला? हाँ, ये दिखा कि the outer part of the body it moved upwards, right? ये दिखाई देता है. You saw that my hand raised up. ये हवा में उठा and I could see the space. In the space the hand moved and I could see my hand is moving. Do the same thing while closing your eyes. Then you will see the mechanism that is doing that within your body. आंख बंद करके एक बार देखो, एक अजीब सा महसूस होगा आपको. Close your eyes. And now raise your hand. When you are raising your hand, can you feeling something within yourself or not? करो, धीरे धीरे करके उठा के देखो, बार बार करो. You will realize that when I am raising the hand, actually something is changing. And the feeling itself is so amazing. कोई मेडिटेशन नहीं किया आपने? Just try to see, because if you do it slower, you will get it very easily. धीरे से अपना हाथ मूव करके देखो. And observe what is happening inside the body. आंख खोल. What did you found? That when I am moving it with my eyes open, जब मैं आंख खोल के ये अभी तक शरीर घुमा रहा था, मुझे वो शरीर के अंदर की ऊर्जा का महसूस ही नहीं होता. I was not even able to know the mechanism that is happening within me. But when I'm closing my eyes and I'm focusing on that, even I feel a slight change in the energy within my body. There is something that is being moved, and in that movement, something is changing within it. So can you see, Kushal? Even you can observe the force that is there within your body. That means, what are you observing? शरीर का अंतर्भाग क्या हो सकता है? The energy that is running the body. The outer thing is the body. The inner thing is the energy that is running the body. But we are not even able to see the body. But by this exercise, are you able to see the energy itself or not? You will say, I don't see that. Did you observe it or not? I'm saying. Observation is feeling, not seeing. लेकिन हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, जब आप हाथ उठाते हो, आप एक चीज नोटिस कियोगे, यहां से लेके यहां तक एवरीथिंग इज चेंजिंग. If you didn't realize, again do that. फिर से करके देखो, धीरे से हाथ उठाओ एंड यू विल सी कि उसका इंपैक्ट कहां कहां आ रहा है, वेयर ऑल यू आर गेटिंग द इंपैक्ट. So Srinidhi is ready for her competition. Very good, all the best. Okay. So sensation is happening, right? Till now, were you able to notice that sensation? What is the sensation? The sensation is not happening outside. The sensation is within. So that means the sensation, you are able to notice the sensation now. Abhi dekh pa rahe ho? At least you are able to feel that sensation. That means this sensation is also kind of a sensation that I get in pain also. दीपिका जी, अगर ये भी एक सेंसेशन है तो जब दर्द होता है वो भी तो सेंसेशन ही है ना. What is pain? Pain is also a sensation in the body. What did I do right now? It is also a sensation that I felt in the movement of my body. मेरे शरीर को हिलाने से जो सेंसेशन होता है वो भी एक सेंसेशन है. शरीर में जब मैं खुश हूं वो भी एक सेंसेशन है. जब दर्द है वो भी एक सेंसेशन है. जब गुस्सा हूं तब भी एक सेंसेशन है. जब एक अट्रैक्शन है वो भी एक सेंसेशन है. Yes or no? Now Santoshi ji, why I was telling all this? Acha, Santoshi ji is vanished into God mode. Chalo. So when I was saying that all these things will give you a good one single answer is because all these are sensations in the body. I will tell you, intensity आता है उसमें दीपिका जी. It is sensation plus intensity. So intensity मतलब तीव्रता. The force is so much that you are not able to bear that. But it can also be taken care by the same process that I'm going to tell you now. Because the intensity is the more and more and more the distance gets created within you, the intensity lessens. Right? Might be you might have seen some ads that are coming right now. They show like the washing machine is at full mode and it is running and swinging and falling off. जोर जोर से हिलते washing machine गिर जाता है. Have you seen those ads? And then they give some shock absorbers under its legs. So what happens? वो हिल रहा है लेकिन कुछ नहीं हो रहा है उसे, वो गिर नहीं रहा. So we are going to give you shock absorbers so that you will, even if you dance also, will not fall off. Good thing, na? Okay. Chalo, the shock absorber dete. So you understood that there is something called as a sensation, but when I'm able to see the sensation, I am not the sensation. जब मैं सेंसेशन को देख पाता हूं, महसूस कर पाता हूं, क्या वो मैं हूं? See, it is the brink where you have to surpass your mind. यहां से स्पिरिचुअलिटी स्टार्ट होगा. अब तक दुनिया था ना, अब दुनिया की चीजों को स्पिरिचुअलिटी से कैसे काटते हैं. So till now all these things we happened, like now I understand, okay, I am able to see my body from within, or rather I'm able to experience whatever is happening within the body. Are you experiencing what is happening within your body? Try it. Just check each part of your body once. Close your eyes and observe what is happening in your belly, what's happening in your heart, what's happening in your throat, what's happening in your head, what's happening in your hands. Observe it once. And in doing that, you will also find there is a current flowing throughout your body. आपके संपूर्ण शरीर में मानो जैसे एक वायरिंग है और उसके अंदर करंट दौड़ रहा है. Are you experiencing that or not? Now you say, how am I experiencing? Because you are pointing out. Yes, exactly, because I am pointing it out. Now open your eyes. मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है कुछ लोग तो पहली बार अपने आप को देख रहे हैं. मतलब उस शरीर को अपना मान बैठे लेकिन शरीर के बारे में कुछ नहीं जानते. You think yourself to the body, you say that you are that, but you don't know anything about it. And when you don't know anything about it, you will always be fearful of it. आप जब तक उस सारे चीजों के बारे में जानोगे नहीं, तब तक वो आपको डराता रहेगा. That is the cause of your fear. When I don't know, I fear. What do you think? Why does a kid does not run into darkness? Because it does not know what lies beyond it. That's why it is fearful. Just like that, we are fearful of certain things in our life because we don't know it in completeness. We don't know death in completeness. We don't know life in completeness. We don't even know God in completeness. और शायद इसीलिए कुछ लोग भगवान को मानते हैं लेकिन उम्र होने तक, लेकिन जब कम उम्र होती है तो भगवान को नहीं मानते. When they are young, they don't have the fear of death. God, we'll see. बहुत टाइम पड़ा है. But as and when and the body starts giving, नहीं भगवान, life is ending out, so life is not truth. But they say God is true. Funny thing. राजन जी एक जोक बोल दूं चलेगा? Okay. There was one old lady. He goes to a sadhu. साधु भी बड़े विचित्र, बिल्कुल आपके जैसे. मेरे जैसे होते तो समझाते थे, आपके जैसे होंगे. राजन जी साधु के पास जाती है लेडी और कहती है, बाबा आत्मा अमर है. कहते हैं, हाँ आत्मा अमर है, तुमको लगता है कि तुम बोल रही हो? नहीं उम्र हो गई उसकी, तो बोलते आत्मा अमर है. बाबा कहते काम कर, तू हाथ दिखा अपना पहले. शो मी योर हैंड फर्स्ट. आत्मा अमर है नहीं है वो नहीं जानता, तू अपना हाथ बता. Why do you want to see my hand? No, you just show me. And साधु जो आपके जैसे ही होंगे हाथ लिए और कहते, अरे तेरी तो मृत्यु का योग बन रहा है. Your hand line is showing that you are about to die. You are verge of death. एकदम से अपना हाथ छुड़ा लेती है. क्या अपशगुन बात करते हो बाबा आप? ऐसा कोई बोलता है? Are you realizing something? A moment ago, she was saying, Atma Amar hai. But the moment he says you are about to die, she says, ऐसी बात कौन करता है? How do you say like, being a sadhu, you should not tell all these things. अरे साधु है इसीलिए ऐसा बोल सकता है. दूसरा कोई होता है, तुम तो लंबी आयु जीने वाली हो. हाँ आत्मा बिल्कुल अमर है. It's not the case of all of us. अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. सुबह न्यूज़पेपर वाला पेपर नहीं डाला, उसका अहम ब्रह्मास्मि निकाल दोगे तुम. You see, now when you're observing all these patterns of life, are you not laughing at it? कि मेरे गुस्से होने का एक समय है, मुझे राग द्वेष होने का एक समय है, मुझे भूख लगने का एक समय है. इवन काम जो है, राइट, इवन इट हैज ए टाइम. अच्छा 24 घंटे में एक बार, या तो 72 घंटे में एक बार, या 84 घंटे में एक बार आता है. So how to deal with all these things? First and foremost thing, पेन के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. So we were observing the pattern of the pain, right? So when I am able to see the sensation, I am not that thing. So अब के बाद क्या करना है? Anyone who has a pain right now in their body, कोई भी दर्द हो, कुछ लोग चिमटी काट के बोल रहे हैं हाँ यहाँ पे दर्द हो रहा है अभी. No, seriously, whenever you have a fear, whenever you have a pain, just close your eyes. Stomachache, we will cure it like this. Alivaji, you see here right now, I will show you magic. Right now you'll see the magic. I'm going to say you a statement and you just repeat that statement and tell me what happens to you. एक statement बोलूंगा, आपका पेट का दर्द गायब कर दूंगा. Faster than you know. Now we are faster than anything. Literally anybody else who has a pain in the body right now, any kind of pain. Okay, so I see Deepika ji's hand, I see Aliva ji, Shiva Guru ji. ओ मुझे डॉक्टर का भी क्लिनिक बंद कर सकता हूं मैं. क्या क्या बंद करा दूं मैं. ओके चलो कोई नहीं. Let's see. Let me ask you then, the intensity that you give it on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. The intensity of pain that you have. First and foremost thing, observe the intensity of the pain. 9. Wow. Then you are going to be so happy today that you are here. 5 out of 6. 5 to 6 out of 10. Okay. Somewhere 50-50. Okay. Chalo. What else? What about other people? So we have all ranges of people. जो कहता है कुछ दर्द नहीं है लेकिन कुछ भी दर्द नहीं है, दर्द कम किया जा सकता है क्या? और दर्द नहीं है तो क्या कम करूं? Okay, so we have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. मुझे लगता है जेट रॉकेट उड़ाने वाला हूं, काउंटडाउन दे रहे हैं लोग. चलो कोई नहीं, एक स्टेटमेंट बोलता हूं. You tell this statement and let me know what happened to you after this statement. Okay? आंख बंद कर लो, अपने दर्द को देखो. All the people, those who are in pain, just close your eyes and focus on that pain area. अब मेरे साथ रिपीट करना है आपको, ठीक है? I choose my pain. I choose. I choose my pain. I choose. I choose my pain. I choose. And I free myself from this now. आंख खोल दो, थोड़ी देर के बाद बताना हुआ क्या आपके साथ. Just wait for some time. And after some time, let me know what happened to your pain. थोड़ी देर में उसका इम्पैक्ट दिखेगा आपको. And you will be stunned कि बेकार में मेडिसिन खा रहे थे हम. I will tell you the secret behind it also. Observation हुआ? Okay. Now go observe your pain again. And let me know the intensity of it. Yeah. So Siva Guruji, at least 1-2 points down. We will vanish it actually in some time. कैसे हो रहा है? देखा? सो जिनके पास 2-4 पॉइंट के थे उनके गायब हो गए. किसी को बॉदर ही नहीं कर रहा. किसी के 2-3 पॉइंट गायब हो गए. गायब हो गया ना? कितना देर में? ऐसे बेकार में सुबह से पकड़ के बैठे थे, तभी बोल देना था स्टार्टिंग में, अब तक क्यों? मैं तो वही कह रहा हूं. मैंने एक चीज कहा अभी अलीबा जी, आप पकड़ के बैठे थे. What is the word? You have been holding it. That's why you are in pain. I don't deny that your body will not have pain, but there are ways not to cling to it. उसके साथ उसको पकड़ के लटकने की जरूरत नहीं है. जब तक उसको पकड़ के लटकते रहोगे तब तक दर्द रहेगा. What did you do in this moment? What was the statement? The statement was very simple. I choose my pain. The pain has not chosen me. When I choose with by my choice. And when I have chosen it, I have the power to discard it. क्योंकि मैंने चुना है, इसलिए मेरे हाथ में वो ताकत है, मैं इसे फेंक भी सकता हूं. Yes or no, Navneet ji? These are absolute things that works in real time. और मैं आपको ऐसा कोई भी चीज नहीं बता रहा हूं जो मैं अपने आप ऊपर इस्तेमाल नहीं किया हो. Works or not? Works. So next time what you will do when you are in pain? Simply just sit, close your eyes, tell the statement, कितना मिनट लगेगा? 1 मिनट का भी टाइम नहीं चाहिए। जितना मिनट में टैबलेट खाते हो उतना मिनट में हो जाएगा। इससे फास्ट रिलीफ कभी मिला है? नहीं मिलेगा। बिकॉज you are working on the cause. The cause of it is you not knowing it. The moment you start knowing it, that fear is taken away. When that fear is gone, that pain also disappears. Now, when you are looking at the pain, when you are looking at the body, what you are saying, what you are doing, you are looking at the body as a observer of it, not the one who is in pain. When I said I choose the pain, I choose the shoes. I am not the shoe. I chose this food. I am not the food. I chose this dress. I am not the dress. I choose the pain. I am not the pain. And when I am not that, I can see it. And what I can see it, I can change it. It is the same mind without its knowing, it is in pain, and in its awakening, it is free of all. It is the same mind which puts you down into KAAM, KRODH, MOHA, LOBH, and it is the same mind when it's awake, it brings away a path of liberation. अब देखो दर्द क्या है. You have that pain anymore? Just check. You know why? Because the pain is this much, but we show it like this. Happiness is this much, we show it like this. Life is this much, we show it like, ah, mere paas bahut hai. All illusion. So what is bigger than life? देखो, कंकड़ पत्थर के पीछे कौन भागता है? जिसको सोने गहने के बारे में पता ना हो. The people, those who don't know anything about the diamonds and all the precious things, they run around stones and all those things. What am I doing? Let's say you are a kid who is running about marbles. On the floor, there are a lot of marbles. You are busy collecting all that. We'll come back to that. So what you are doing, you are busy collecting all the worldly things. What am I doing? I say, come along. I take you to a place, into a cave where it is filled with jewels. And when you compare a marble with a diamond, you see the shine of the diamond is much, much, much more. Will you be running behind those marbles anymore? वो कांच के टुकड़े, पत्थर के टुकड़ों के पीछे भागोगे क्या जब तुमको उससे कुछ ज्यादा अच्छा मिल जाता है? नहीं भागोगे ना? So what is the rule here? आपका एक नशा छूट जाता है जब उससे बड़ा नशा मिल जाता है. One kind of thing loses its luster when you get something better than that. Yes or no? I'll give you a very practical example. Preeti ji, there used to be a very, very wonderful cloth of mine which I liked very much. I kept on wearing it, and everybody said, you look amazing into that. एक दिन किसी ने उससे बेहतर कपड़ा दिया. One fine day, I got another better one than that. शायद वो जो आपका बेस्ट था ना, आज घर के साफ सफाई में काम आ रहा है. The best cloth that you had, you felt like this is amazing and you have been wearing it for regularly. You got something new and that cloth is being used to wipe the boards. Yes or yes? क्या हुआ? उससे कुछ बेहतर मिल गया. इसका मतलब when I get something better than that, I forget about what I have. भगवान से बेटर क्या हो सकता है? इसलिए हमारा जीवन भी साफ सफाई में लगा हुआ है. हम उसमें लगे हुए. क्या समझ में आया? Did you get it? Sadhguru, I said, what could be ultimate than God? So we, as Atman, I am attached to it, and this life is being used to clean up the things. ये शरीर, ये मन, ये बुद्धि, ये सिर्फ साफ सफाई में लगा हुआ है, हम उसमें लगे हुए हैं। जैसे आपको नया कपड़ा मिला कुछ अच्छा कपड़ा मिला तो पुराना कपड़ा साफ सफाई में लग गया, हमारा ये पुराना कपड़ा है, हम उसके साथ जुड़ गए और ये साफ सफाई में लग गया, आदतें सारी छूट गई, परेशानियां दूर हो गई, तकलीफें आती ही नहीं है डर के मारे। My fears are fearing me now because I have transcended them. My problems feel problematic with me because I know their cures. The locks don't lock me anymore in this life because I carry the key along with me. क्या ज्यादा ही कुछ हो गया पोएटिक? It's good, but that's the way it is. You see that scarcity always gives you pain. Yes or no? फिर कब मिलूंगा, कब दिखूंगा, कब जाऊंगा, कब खाऊंगा, all these things that you talk about, ये सब क्या है? These are all the things of scarcity. What if I don't get it? What if I am not able to? What if this? What if that? ये what if ने ज्यादा लोगों को मार दिया है. But if you live with complete awareness that I am as this being that I am complete and whole. The moment you say this statement, I am complete and I am whole in all myself, that very moment you experience Aham Brahmasmi. But when I see outside, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, then the run begins. बाहर की तरफ देखोगे तो भागना शुरू होता है, अंदर की तरफ देखोगे तो भागना बंद. So what you have to do? Take care of the worldly things. Let me take care of your inner world. So क्या करना है अभी? अब और एक कहानी सुनाता हूं ताकि इस कहानी से अंदर की दुनिया के लिए कुछ मिल जाए. Another story right now. So Alibaji is very busy today. He says, okay. And this is something, Sandhya ji, it's a history, it's not story. ये इतिहास है, because it's a true fact that happened. I'm forgetting the name of the person, but एक संत थे वृंदावन में. Okay, ये वृंदावन की ही कहानी है. So there was a saint in Vrindavan, and every single day he was too devoted to Krishna, and every single day he used to go into the temple to see him, and then returns back, and then does his own work. अपना कार्य करते हैं. Every single day he would go, just see and come back. Never asks anything. कभी कुछ नहीं पूछता. और बिहारी जी के खेल तो अलग है. जो गए हैं उनको पता है. All the people, those who have gone to Vrindavan and you have been visiting it, you know how playful that person, that fellow is. I can say that word actually. उसके जैसा माया कोई नहीं करता है. कभी दिखेगा, कभी नहीं दिखेगा. सुधा जी होता है ना, मतलब सामने है लेकिन दिखेगा नहीं. It literally happens. कमलेंद्र जी होता है, नहीं होता है. You go into the temple, you will be stunned that everybody is seeing him, you are not able to see him. ऐसा हुआ है और ऐसा होता भी है. Now, Sudha ji, once what happened is this person goes every day, वो देखता है. और आप, you might have known it very well. वो जो, do you know all these statues that we have there, they are not man-made. आपको पता है वो सारी चीजें कि वहां पे even the scientists have proven that these are not made by hands because it does not have any sign of any instrument used to create them. ऐसा कोई भी, मतलब ना ही कोई हैमर का यूज हुआ है, ना ही कोई छेनी का यूज हुआ है, Nothing has been used, but those vigraha have been created. Science is still baffled. How is it possible that without using anything, these things are created? You know why? Karan batao. Because these were not idols, these were real beings. These were the real beings at that time who used to play around in that place. वो ऋषि मुनियों के घर में खेला करते थे, लेकिन लोगों को वो दिखाई नहीं देते थे. People cannot see them, and because of their grace, they turned themselves into those vigraha so that the people can see them. जानते हो कितनी बड़ी व्याख्या है ये? Your mind will be baffled because even science is not having a clue how they can make it without using anything. That is what we call as grace. It is their grace that they are so graceful on you that you are not able to see us. Let us take a form, take a shape so that you can see us. क्या करोगे ऐसे लोगों को? ये माया नहीं है तो ये अगर खेल नहीं है तो क्या है? And you all know, like even Sudhaji, you people and Abhaji, those who are very frequent travelers to those places, you can tell me, अच्छा वहां पे एक मंदिर है जहां पे रात में बिस्तर लगाया जाता है कान्हा जी का. दे सेट ए बेड फॉर कृष्णा जी, राइट? वहां पे पान रखे जाते हैं, खाने की चीजें रखे जाते हैं, राइट राजन जी, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, रखा जाता है ना? एंड इफ यू डोंट नो, निधिवन, एब्सोल्युटली, you know what happens? They lock the door. When the morning the door is opened, somebody has eaten the pan. The bed is as if somebody slept on it. Still people are baffled. कैसे होता है? Because I believe those statues again go back to their real forms. And that's why they play around again. अब बताओ इसको क्या कह सकते हो आप? अगर ये माया नहीं है तो क्या है? ये खेल नहीं है तो क्या है? You see them as a statue out there, but they convert. I believe like there was an English movie, right? When the toys all become reality in the night, right? Night at the museum, absolutely. Night at the museum. I see like, okay, they might have been inspired from these stories. Okay. So now this is about another fact. I don't know why I jumped into that realm, but it's a beautiful one. So here, this person every day goes, he watches Kanhaji, comes back, never asks anything. But Kanhaji is Kanhaji. One fine day, Kanhaji thought like I should give him something. ये कुछ पूछता नहीं है, लेकिन मुझे कुछ देना है. ये ऐसा ही है. But he won't ask. In his dream, he saw that he appeared and he said, "Do you need anything? कुछ चाहिए क्या?" सपने में भी ना बोलता है. मतलब देखो how much desireless that person can be. Even in dreams, he says no. Again, he appeared another day. He was determined to give something. Again, appeared in another day. That night also he said no. Kanhaji tried for 3-4 times. He did not ask anything. The Kanhaji said, "Let me show you my magic then. देखता हूं तुम्हें कैसे नहीं चाहिए." The next day morning, the saint goes into the temple. Everybody is able to see the vigraha, the idol. He is not able to see anything there. उसे कुछ भी नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है. सारे लोग उसके साइड में करते हैं. All the people standing by his side say, कान्हा जी आज ऐसे पहने, he is dressed like this, he is looking like this, he is looking like this. Everybody is describing, he is looking around, but there is no Kanha ji there on the stage. अरे ये क्या है? He first of all thought like I have become blind or what, but there is no sign of blindness because I can see all the other people. Goes closer. शायद अंधेरा है, दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. पास में जाके देख रहा है, there is no Kanha ji, everything else is there except that one fellow, everything is there. Now he says, oh my God, I might have done something sin or something, कुछ तो बुरा कर दिया, ये मुझे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. I'm not able to see him. I might have done something today. Oh my God. He goes back home. He says, I'll try tomorrow again. Meditates more that night. Goes back to the temple. What do you think what will happen? Same story repeats. No कान्हा जी. उनके साइड में जो है सब दिखाई दे रहे. कान्हा जी अकेले गायब है. वो जाके पंडित जी को डायरेक्ट पूछते, अरे कान्हा जी को क्यों नहीं रखे आज? वेयर इज द टाइटल ऑफ कान्हा जी? इस अंधे हो क्या? सामने ही तो है. इज देयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, कैन सी. He literally goes mad. He says, सच में बड़ी गलती हो गई मेरे से कुछ. He continues for few days. Everything is seen except him. अब बेचारा बोला, आज आखिरी बार कोशिश करता हूं. फॉर द फाइनल टाइम आई एम गोइंग टू द टेम्पल एंड इफ आई डोंट सी कान्हा जी टुडे, आई विल कमिट suicide. This life is waste now. If I cannot see him, what is there in being in this body also? I will discard this body today. और कान्हा जी हैं. What he does before this fellow goes, Kanha ji becomes a small little kid and goes in front of the temple, mandir ke bahar. What he sees, there is a person who is sitting. He is a beggar. और उसको leprosy था. Okay, so you know that disease. So this Kanha ji goes to this fellow and he says, your body is filled with so much of disease. How are you able to handle it? He says, what should I do? Might be my karma. You see, Kanha ji खुद जाके पूछ रहा है उससे, और हम कर्म का बात कर रहे हैं उससे. Because we don't realize. Many a time, sometimes he comes and asks you also, why are you in pain? You don't understand who is asking. आप देख नहीं पाते कि पूछ कौन रहा है. आप ये अपनी कहानी बोलना शुरू कर देते. Exactly the same thing happens. My dear friends, be very, very careful from this day on what I am saying. अगली बार अगर आके कोई आपसे पूछे कि क्या तकलीफ है, उसको ऐसे बताना जैसे आपका भगवान आपके सामने खड़ा हो. You tell them as if you are talking to your God, because you don't know, it might be. It might be. But Krishna is into his playful mood on that day. So he says, itna takleef ho gayi, why don't you ask for a cure? He said, I have gone to all the doctors, but the doctor said it is not curable. Now you see what an amazing thing here is. एक गूढ़ रहस्य की बात है. एक संत हैं जिनको बिहारी जी नहीं दिखे तो वो अपना प्राण त्यागने को तैयार है. One person, one saint who is not able to see Bihari ji and he wants to commit suicide, and there is another person who is in such severe condition of disease but still attached to the body. What is more painful? भक्त जब भगवान से बिछड़ता है उससे बड़ा दर्द नहीं. और इसे शरीर की पड़ी हुई है, लेकिन शरीर से फिर भी इतना मोह है कि वो शरीर छोड़ नहीं पा रहा. Yes or no? So now understand what happens there. Krishna says, oh, that is the condition. Oh, I was also into a lot of problems. But there is one sage who goes through this way every single day to the temple. He cured me actually. But I have been sitting here. He says he is a magical doctor. He looks like a saint, but he's a doctor, but he doesn't tell anyone. वो किसी को बताता नहीं है कि उसके अंदर ऐसी कला है. अच्छा, so what should I do? Now you do one thing. The next time when he's coming inside, you want to do, you catch hold of his legs. Catch hold of his legs. और एक बात है, कृष्ण जब भी उसके सपने में आके उसको एक चीज पूछे थे, what do you want? He said, I am not doing anything. What should I want? मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा हूं, मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा हूं, तो किसके बदले तू क्या देगा? तू तो कर्म का बात कर रहा है ना, तो कर्म के वजह से ही देगा कुछ. That's what the discussion was. The discussion is because of your karma you give something or you take away something. मैं तो कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा हूं. पूरा हम ब्रह्मास्मि वाला. And on that day, Krishna said, when that sage comes, I will tell you, I will hint you from the other side. Don't tell, look at me, just look at that person. And what you have to do? Catch hold of his legs. And then what should I do? Now tell him to cure you. He said, if he denies, he said, at least even if he denies, just ask him to say one thing. Now what? Now make him say that one sentence. Without that, don't allow him to go. ये उससे बुलवाना ही बुलवाना है, उसको बुलाए बिना नहीं छोड़ना. बोले क्या बुलवाना है? ना one sentence. कि अगर वो मना करे that I cannot heal you, just ask him to tell that बिहारी जी तुम्हें ठीक कर दे. May the Lord heal you. Okay. Runs away to the other side of the road. And he runs away to the other side of the road. And when that sage is coming, like today he has decided, if I don't see, I'm going to throw away this body. This person is coming. Look at him. He's that fellow. The moment the sage comes, this beggar grabs his legs. Arey, chhod mujhe, chhod. Like, why are you holding me like this? No, you can heal me. Arey, I'm not a healer. I'm a very normal person. How can I heal? No, that kid told about you. Which kid? Kid gayab. Arey, why? Where is he now? No, that kid told me that you have healed him and all these things. He told so much about you. I'm not going to leave you. He said, but how can I cure? I'm a very normal person. I don't know anything. मैं खुद परेशान हूं. मैं तुझे क्या परेशानी से निकालूं? You go to a doctor. He said, I've gone to the doctor, but that kid said that you are the only person who can heal me. And he's trying to go away there. He's too frustrated because he's not able to see Giri like Vihariji. And he says, okay, what should I do then? Now, at least tell this one statement. Now, what should I say? He says, at least say that Bihariji तुम्हारा दर्द दूर कर दे, तुम्हारा परेशानी दूर कर दे, तुम्हारा पीड़ा हर ले. May he heal you. May Bihariji take care of this. He says that अब जाने दे मुझे, बिहारी जी तुम्हें ठीक कर दे. And he goes inside the temple. What do you think will happen? Bihariji is still not there. And he says, gone. End of life. Starts walking towards his home. And that small little kid appears again. And goes and pulls his hand. क्यों मुझे ढूंढ रहे थे? You were searching for me. The touch itself was so magical that he was moved. Instead of going to a point from where he would throw himself away, he starts running towards his home. घर के तरफ भागने लगता है. ये बच्चा उसके पीछे भाग रहा है. The kid is running behind it, is running faster. He is running that how can you do that to me like this? तुम मेरे साथ ऐसा कैसे कर सकते हो? वो दूर दूर भाग रहा है, कृष्ण उसके पीछे भाग रहे हैं. देखो इसे कहते हैं भक्त के पीछे भगवान भागना. Krishna is running behind his devotee. He runs inside the door, shuts the door. Who can stop Krishna entering the house even if you shut the door, if he has decided? आप अपने दिल का दरवाजा कितना भी बंद करके रखो, अगर वो चाहे तो वो घुस ही जाएगा. And I think that's what has happened to all of you. You people have gone mad. Why? Because of all the locks that you have put, the divine has found his way into your hearts. Yes or no? No कह रहे देखो लोग. No ऐसे ऐसे बोल रहे. No. And then Krishna enters into the house. And I said, why did you do like this to me? He said, what have I done? Now I have not been able to see you for these many days. Oh, बोलते पागल, स्टैचू में देख रहा था, सामने खड़ा हूं, देख ले. You were only seeing me in the statue. Now I am standing in front of you and complaining. He said, no, but why did you do like that? Now I have also come to you so many times. I told you, ask something. Did you? मैं भी तुझे कुछ देना चाहता, तू लिया क्या? How dare you like that then, if I ask? See, this is a conversation that happens between a devotee and his Lord. और जब ये स्थिति आ जाती है ना, तो समझ लेना the fruit is ripening. जब when you start talking to your deliberate deity that you believe in, if you start talking to him in this way, तू ऐसा क्यों कर सकता, तू ऐसा क्यों किया, the fruit is ripening. Up until then, everybody goes to the temple out of fear, not out of love. But you fight with the deity out of your love. क्यों जानते हो? आपका जो मित्र होता है ना, the friend that you call as, that friend will fight with you to make you right. क्योंकि उसको ना भरोसा है कि मेरी एक झगड़ा तेरे साथ ना तुझे मुझसे दूर नहीं करेगी, लेकिन मैं तुझसे झगड़ा करके तुझे ठीक करके रहूंगा. That is that close bonding, yes or no? He puts everything online to correct you. You know why? Because he has that much faith that you love each other so much that it cannot break, and he can do anything with you. वो आपके साथ कुछ भी कर सकता है, और वो आपको ठीक करने के लिए कुछ भी करेगा, अपना जीवन भी दांव में लगा देगा, because he knows that despite I become a villain right now this moment, but I will ensure that you become that hero. तो अपने जीवन में सार्थक हो जाए, भले ही मैं कहीं भी जाऊं, क्योंकि उसको भरोसा है. That is the trust between the devotee and the deity. And that day, he said, Krishna said, I also came to you in your dreams. You were saying that मेरे कुछ कर्म नहीं है, ये नहीं है, तो मैं कुछ दे नहीं सकता तुमको. लेकिन आज तो तूने कर्म किया है. You have done something today. He said, what have I done? You prayed for that fellow who is in disease, right? कि बिहारी जी तुझे ठीक कर दे. तूने अच्छा किया किसी का. You have done something good to someone. Now I will give you. Because you have done something good to someone, now I am going to give you. You have to take. You cannot deny me anything. देखो, भगवान जब देना चाहता है ना, when he starts giving you, you cannot hide. He will play all the things. He will create an entire drama, but he will give you anyhow. All the thing he needs is just for you, that when you are so good, he wants to reward you in any way. He will create a drama in your life in which you will find a way to help others, and in helping others, he will give you something. Not a story. Because when I look at my life, when I see myself, and when I see all the things that is coming and falling into this house, all the things without asking, without even raising a voice, even without saying, even without thinking, उसने मुझे इतना भर दिया कि मैं खाली हो चुका हूं. He has filled me so much that I have become empty. No thing is left out. Only nothing prevails. And God is nothing, because he is not a thing. So when I look at all of you, when I say Aham Brahmasmi, I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, I'm not the doer, I'm just the observer. And even you cannot give me anything, neither you can take anything away from me. Then he created a drama called as the Aham Brahmasmi group. Many a times appeared and asked, क्या दूं तुझे? I said, भाग इधर से. मैं तो कोई कर्म ही नहीं करता, तू देगा क्या? And you see, he has created himself as small little kids as you, appearing in front of me, doing all the drama, playing around so that I can find a solution for you. And in me finding a solution for you, praying for you, doing something for you, he will reward me. पूछना पड़ता है ये सारी चीजों को. पूछता वो है जो भिखारी है. The one who is a beggar will ask. The one who is the king of kings, what will he ask? But everything is given. और राजा का जो मिलता है ना, राजा को राजा के जैसा ही मिलता है, भिखारी को भिखारी की तरह मिलता है. You ask like a beggar, you get like a beggar. You sit like a king, you get like a king. राजा के पास जाके 10 रुपए डाल के आओगे उसकी थाली में, 1 रुपए का कॉइन. आज छुट्टा नहीं है बोलोगे? राजा अगर आया तो आपके घर पे, आज छुट्टा नहीं है मेरे पास. No, you do that to a beggar. Even God does to that beggar only. जो जाके भिखारी की तरह मांगता है ना, उसको वही करता है. हाँ, ले चिल्लर है आज पर, ये लेके जा. But you go and stand in front of it tall. I don't need anything except you. Whether you accept me or discard me, I don't take anything less than you. मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए तेरे से कम. So what happens in that time? Now I believe like these words, it's like it created another wave of divine vibrations within you. Now tell me if anyone is in pain. Check. Is it not like a heat wave running inside you and healing everything? How many of you feel that heat wave within you right now? मानो जैसे एक गर्म चीज कुछ अंदर बह रही है. It's not cold, it's warm. And it's flowing within, and it feels like everything is like, what happened to this now? That's what I'm talking about. हम कथा सुनाते राम चरण गुण धाम की. Now when you talk about how to deal with all these things, the simplest of the thing is, whenever you are in pain, now I will give you a few techniques to deal with your mind. Take a note or remember it. First and foremost, pain can be dealt by focus. Because the moment you focus on it, it shrinks. वो छोटा हो जाता है, वो केंद्रित हो जाता है, वो अपने आप को विस्तार नहीं कर पाता. It does not spreads itself. It becomes a pinpointed place. So instead of having an entire leg pain, you just have a pain in a certain part. And then when you put your awareness more and more and more into that place, even you can transcend that. Because now you are not in pain, you are seeing the pain. So observation. Second thing, anger. How to deal with that? Keep a track of it. Record rakho. When you keep a track of it, you will realize that how frequently I am getting angry. And when you see the pattern of it, you also create kind of a timetable. Oh, you become aware that अच्छा, रोज 10:15 पे मुझे गुस्सा आता है. Now when that time is ticking, you will not be angry, you will be aware. अच्छा, समय आ रहा है मेरे गुस्सा होने का. The time is arriving for me to be angry. Can you be angry when you are conscious? You cannot. You cannot be angry when you are conscious. So when you know the pattern of your anger, चाहे वो सिगरेट की बात हो, चाहे वो पीने की बात हो, चाहे वो खाने की बात हो, चाहे वो लोभ हो, मोह हो, या तो अटैचमेंट हो, या तो काम हो, everything has a pattern. If you keep it record of all that, What becomes, Navneet ji? You see it. Acha, ye abhi aane wala hai. So what happens when you know it is coming? It is not overpowering you. You already know kya hone wala hai. And when you know what is going to happen, you are cautious. When you are cautious, it does not damage you that much as it used to be. And slowly, 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 when you master that, you overcome that. Another technique. Whenever you are sitting and you are seeing that all these things, KAAM, KRODH, ya to any habit that is pulling me towards it, in that moment, you already know the timing. Before that time, just sit for a minute or two, close your eyes, see the end result of it. Means see how you feel after that. वो होने के बाद कैसा लगता है? अक्सर ऐसा लगता है कि लोग क्या क्या लिखते हैं कुशाल. Yesterday somebody sent a statement in that there was written the most frequent lines spoken by the people after drinking. तू मेरा भाई है, कल से छोड़ देंगे, तू कुछ भी मांग ले, तेरे लिए तो जान हाजिर है. These are the most common ones. ऐसे उसने 10-12 लाइंस लिखी हुई है. फाइनली कल से छोड़ देंगे. So you see, when you do all these things and there is a craving for something, in that craving, sit for a moment, close your eyes, because that craving is there with you because you have already experienced it once. इससे पहले कभी हुआ है आपके साथ? Yes or no? Let's say I have a craving to eat ice cream right now. Started or what? Very good. मतलब नाम से ही कुछ लोगों का शुरू हो जाता है. So that craving is there. So what do? You close your eyes and for a moment you just, instead of seeing yourself eating the ice cream, what you do is, how do I feel after that? What is the end result of it? Let's say you have a craving of ice cream, but you remember a day when you had full ice cream on that day. मतलब ठूस लिया वो पूरा. How do you feel? After that you say, भाई और आइसक्रीम नहीं खाऊंगा आज के बाद. होता है ना? People say you have to do it with extreme so that you leave it. I said you don't even go there and you can still come out of it. You don't even have to go to the extremes. Here, the only thing that you have to play in your mind is, okay, ये सब करने के बाद मुझे कैसा लगता है? Encourage that feeling. This will happen. आइसक्रीम खाने का मन हो रहा है, okay, but how do I feel after eating too much? अब नहीं और नहीं खाऊंगा. Now open your eyes. Let's go to eat ice cream now. Did you saw that craving? Through this awareness, a distance has been created. And as that distance is created, you are no more bound, no more overcome by that. You have become a master of it. Try कर सकते हो. You remember a few days ago, I gave you a technique for 1 hour meditation. It was also the preparation for same. What exactly are you doing? In doing all that practices, for that moment, you are detaching everything. You are detaching yourself from the world. You are detaching yourself from the body. That itself shows that you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are something beyond all these things. And in your realization, doing it every single day, one fine day, something will change just like this, and you will snap. And that day will be the day of your awakening. Anupaya, Anubhopaya, Shaktopaya, Shivopaya. All the 4 types of. We are doing all the 4. Anupaya, it will happen. But Anupaya होने के लिए, Anupaya करने के लिए कुछ नहीं होता है, कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. It just happens. Anupaya. Anubhopaya, few things, mala, jap, mantra. शाक्तो उपाय, doing all the things that we are doing for the deities, मतलब देवी की जो साधना करते हैं वो शाक्तो उपाय है. शिव की पूजा शिवोपाय. What are all these things doing? All these three things, Anavopaya, Shaktopaya, Shivopaya, are making us ready to experience one thing that will just snap and happen, is Anupaya, जिसका कोई उपाय ही नहीं है. So these are the preparations, that is the end result. So similarly, please continue doing that. Doing your work, stop for a moment and see what is happening in this body. Too engrossed in the work, stop for a moment and see what is happening. कि क्या बोल क्या रहा है ये आदमी actually. Sometimes people are shouting at you. In that moment, hold yourself, stop and watch. ये बोल क्या रहा है? Exactly what is he saying? And that day, you know what you will do? You will shock that person to his wits. उसको समझ में नहीं आया कि reaction क्यों नहीं कर रहा है. He didn't knew that you have caught hold of the root cause. That when I am not attaching myself to that thing, it's just like a sound going on by. It's just the words flowing. Until and unless I catch it, I won't get it hurt with it. मैं उससे hurt नहीं हो सकता. लेकिन हम क्या करते हैं? पकड़ लेते हैं. पेन को पकड़ लेते हैं. दोष, like we catch hold of pain, we catch hold of anger, we catch hold of all the things. All the things that you catch hold of becomes pain. इसलिए बुद्ध ने क्या कहा? आसक्ति सारे दुखों का जड़ है. आसक्ति क्या है? पकड़ लेना. जिस चीजों को पकड़ लोगे वो आपको दुख देगा. मतलब फिर हमने भगवान को पकड़ रखा है, क्या वो भी दुख देगा? दे तो रहा है, ताकि उसके पास चले जाओ. पकड़ो नहीं, वो बन जाओ. आप अपने आप को नहीं पकड़ते ना, आप दूसरों को पकड़ लेते हो. You don't catch hold of you. You catch hold of something that is not you. You are just you. So भगवान भी कहता है आप पकड़ ले, थोड़े दिन रो ले. Until you realize that I am no different than you, then for whom are you crying? किसके लिए रो रहे हो? इसके लिए रो रहे हो क्योंकि तुम मुझे पकड़ना चाहते हो. You want to catch hold of me. That's why you cry. Don't try to catch hold of me. Realize that there is no difference between you and me. आसक्ति खत्म. आसक्ति खत्म तो रहेगा क्या? वो 4 चीजें जो हम लिख के लाए थे आज. If there is no catching hold of it, there is no attachment to all those things, can all those things bind me? And when all these things are not binding me, can the world bind me? Can the karma bind me? Okay, so Utkarsh is asking, what about if I sleep for more? How to control the sleep? Very good. The same technique. Before going to sleep, whenever you are feeling sleepy, I don't want you to discard your sleep. I want you to have the nominal amount of sleep that is required for your body. But if you think like you are always very much sleepy, uske liye bhi same technique istemal karo. You see, when you sleep for a long time and when you wake up, what do? After that, you start cursing yourself. इतना देर क्यों सोया? ये कर सकता था, वो क्यों नहीं किया? ये. Then it comes into a roller coaster mode. Right? Self-blame game started. Self-blame game started means what? What do you say? I have guilt. Because of that guilt, why you don't feel good about you? When you don't feel good about you, you get angry. When you get angry, you start eating more. You get fat. When you are angry, you shout on people. Your relationships are cut down. When you are angry, you don't do your work to the fullest. When you are angry, you are unconscious. When you are angry, you get into accidents. So what's the root cause of it? Okay, the root cause is not anger. The root cause is what created that anger. Go there. Okay, if I sleep excess, I will get up and do all this drama. ड्रामा ही है ना. आपके बोलने से कुछ बदल गया? Anything changed after you shouting at yourself, cursing yourself? कुछ बदला? नहीं. It repeats as a habit to you. वो एक हैबिट बन जाता है. अब बार बार बोलते हो, बार बार बोलने से हैबिट बन जाता है. And you curse every day your own self. You don't love yourself. And if you cannot love yourself, no one in this world can love you, let alone the divine. अगर आपको अपने आप से प्रेम नहीं है, आपको कोई भी प्रेम नहीं कर सकता. So where do you start? So before you go to sleep, you know after waking up you are going to curse yourself. So what do? Sit down, close your eyes. Okay, what I am going to feel if I sleep right now when I get up? Oh, I'm going to curse myself. Do I want to curse myself? Question. क्या मैं सोने जाऊंगा और सो के उठने के बाद ये गालियां जो अपने आप को दूंगा ये सही है या अभी काम कर लेना सही है? What do you choose? If you are an intelligent fellow, you will choose to not to go to sleep and do the work. प्रैक्टिकल है नहीं है? अगर प्रैक्टिकल नहीं लगता जाके कर लो. प्रैक्टिकल सुनने से नहीं होता है, प्रैक्टिकल करने से होता है. प्रैक्टिकल मतलब यू हैव टू डू विथ योर ओन हैंड्स. सो गो ट्राई इट, एंड व्हेन यू ट्राई दिस, लेट मी नो ऑफ द रिजल्ट्स. लेट मी नो हाउ यू गॉट आउट ऑफ इट. एंड आई थिंक that day I won't have to tell you any stories anymore. How to control it? Very simple. I have been asking this question for a long time. Why am I asking this question? Because somehow, somewhere I'm not feeling good because I'm sleeping so long. Okay, that is one way. Second way is, how do I feel after sleeping? Oh, I feel refreshed. Okay, so let me close my eyes for 5 minutes. Not sleeping, meditating for 5 minutes. Because that meditation of 5 minutes can also give you the same kind of rest of the sleep that you are going into. क्या करना है? 10 मिनट बैठ जाओ, शांति से बैठ जाओ, गाने लगा लो. I don't say sit and meditate. Just put on some music, just relax yourself. Because that sleep is coming because of two reasons. Your mind is tired of running. Second, there is no much oxygenation in your head. Oxygenation बढ़ाने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? Somebody already asked me the questions. Remind me, I will tell you. All the people, those who feel asleep while doing mala, there is a way out of it. मतलब माला करते करते सो गए, माला करते करते दूसरा जाप चल रहा है. माला जब तक जमीन पे नहीं गिरती मैं उठता नहीं हूं. और पता नहीं, द मोमेंट आई क्या छोड़ लो द माला, मीन्स I have a conditioning. The moment I touch the mala, sleep comes. मतलब मुझे लगता है मैं किसी और देवी देवता का साधना नहीं कर रहा हूं, मैं निद्रा देवी की साधना कर रहा हूं. किसी किसी के पास स्वप्न देवी की साधनाएं होती है, किसी किसी के पास निद्रा देवी की साधनाएं होती है. वो जैसे ही माला पकड़ के साधना शुरू, देवी शुरू, प्रकट. So how to deal with that? I can tell you that also. So ask me, I will tell you the answer of that as well. So now, what you have to do is, when you are feeling sleepy, sit down for a moment. Two things. Take deep breaths so that the oxygenation reaches out to your mind, to your brain, because of which it is drowsy. You are too bored. That's why it is drowsy. You are too much in thought. That's why you are drowsy. क्या करना है? एक relaxed music लगा लो कान में. अगर relaxed music ना सुने तो मेरे कोई भी वीडियो लगा देना, ऐसे ही सो जाओगे. ओके, इसीलिए रोज रील जाता है कि रील तो कम से कम सुन के शांत रहो. सो एवरी सिंगल डे यू लिसन टू द रील. ओह ओके, टुडेस कोटा इज फिल्ड. वो कहते हैं ना, एन एप्पल अ डे कीप्स द डॉक्टर अवे, अ रील अ डे कीप्स योर वरीज अवे. दैट्स हाउ इट कम्स. बट वी नीड टू sleep, not go into sleep. If we listen to songs, we go to sleep. No, we won't. That's why there is a process. Why? You see, there is a pattern to sleep. लोग कहते हैं हमने तो पैटर्न ब्रेक कर लिया, हम तो माला करते करते सो जाते हैं. So how to see? Sit in a place where you can sit straight. You don't have anything to lie down. Okay? नहीं तो धीरे धीरे क्या करते हो, पिलो मिल जाता है वहीं पे. है, and you just you see, like people, I have seen Sandhya ji, there is a saying that after eating you should sleep on your right side, left side, and count the breath for 60 times. वो 60-600 हो जाता है, 6000 हो जाता है, पता नहीं कितने हो जाते हैं, लेकिन सोए पड़े रहते लोग वहां पे. पीपल आर स्टिल स्लीपिंग. उससे मजेदार बात अलीबा जी, आई हैव स्टिल सीइंग सम ऑफ द स्टेटस स्लीपिंग. पिछले 2 साल से सो रहा है. द स्टेटस इटसेल्फ सो स्लीपिंग. अरे अगले साल भी वही लिखा था, अभी भी वही लिखा है, जाग जा अब तो. फिर कभी कभी सुधा जी लगता है बिल्कुल सही लिखा है, जागा ही नहीं अभी तक, सो ही रहा है. So what you have to do is sit in a place where you cannot sleep down. Straight बैठो और द सिद्धासन में बैठो, सिद्धासन में बैठो. ऐसे बैठो कि आपको नींद ही ना आ सके. Sit in the middle of the house. लोग भी परेशान हो जाना, क्या हो गया इसको. Put on a music, just listen to that. And yes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes हुआ तो फिर सो जाओगे. One song. Choose one song that is of 5 minutes. नहीं, 1 घंटे का sleep, easy sleep medication Sonicate. 360 hertz. I will only meditate for 5 minutes. लगा के सो ही जाओगे तो. Because those are the sleeping pattern musics. So choose a music that uplifts you. ऐसा कोई गाना जो आपको जागृत कर देता है. We are talking about all the negativities, but there are positivities with you as well. There is a certain pattern, all the students, all the youngsters out there. Do you know there is a particular time of the day when you are very active? You don't even know because you have never kept a record of that. Find that time. कभी भी कोई भी मुश्किल काम करना है, वही समय पे करना, easily कर दोगे. There is a productive hour of every one of us. How do you identify? You see, analyze your day when you feel like doing all the things. Just like anger has a pattern, even creativity has a pattern. So the moment you identify those times that in every 10 hours, in every 24 hours, I have the urge to create something. It will create magic in your life. Even all the people working in the corporates also the same thing. The people working in the houses are also the same thing. It applies to everyone. So don't think, Kushal, record. When you feel that urge to do something, आपने देखा होगा कि अरे मुझे अभी कुछ करने का मन है, I just want to do it. Then in that moment you run around like कुछ भी नहीं मिला ना, एक पेन पेंसिल पकड़ के उसको ड्रॉ करना शुरू कर देते हो. You do that. Every one of us does that. कुछ नहीं मिला ना, कुछ तो भी करेंगे बैठ के. Because that is my productive hour. I cannot sit idle in that point. And if you can pinpoint your productive hour, you can be the most efficient. मैं कहाँ मोह माया की बात कर रहा था, कहाँ आके पहुंच गया हूं. But whatever it is, at least now I gave you answers in both the ways. One way for this world, the other way of the divine. So whichever works, and why not use both? Let the outer things take the outer things. Let the inner beauty bloom within. And absolutely best of both worlds. So when you are here, let's do all the kind of puja. किसी ने मुझे कहा कि अरे ये सब ना आप ना पैसे के लिए कर रहे हो. ठीक है. शशि जी, somebody told me, you know why he is doing all these things? पैसे के लिए सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं वो. मैं बोला बिल्कुल सही बात. धनाकर्षण करने का मतलब ही वही है कि पैसे आए. पैसे के लिए ही कर रहे हैं. कौन सा गलत बोला आपने? आप बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो. खाली मेरे घर में नहीं, आप सबके घर में भी आए. मैं अपने लिए नहीं सोच रहा हूं, मैं आपके लिए सोच रहा हूं. पैसे के लिए ही कर रहा हूं मैं. व्हाट इज रॉन्ग इन दैट? आप काम क्यों करते हो? दुकान क्यों खोलते हो? चैरिटी के लिए नहीं ना? फिर पैसे के लिए ही कर रहे हो ना? फिर अगर मैं आपके घर में पैसा आए उसके लिए कुछ कर रहा हूं तो पैसे के लिए ही तो कर रहा हूं ना. व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन दैट? नहीं, मुझे नहीं चाहिए, आपको चाहिए इसीलिए करा रहा हूं. पहले ही बोला स्वर्ण आकर्षण है, स्वर्ण को आकर्षण करने वाला, धन आकर्षण है, धन को आकर्षण करने वाला। अगर वही नहीं हुआ तो क्या फायदा? अब आएगा ना, अभी वेडनेसडे आई विल गिव यू दी स्मॉल लिटिल डिटेल्स अबाउट शाकंभरी देवी, शताक्षी, उनका जो नवरात्र शुरू होने वाला है, मैं आपको बता दूंगा। नहीं तो फिर लोग बोलेंगे पैसे के लिए करते हो, वो उसके लिए नहीं करूंगा, मैं आपको बता दूंगा, आप अपने आप से कर लो। यू कैन डू इट वेरी सिंपली एट योर होम विदाउट एनी प्रॉब्लम। मैं आपको राह बता दूंगा, आप अपना रास्ता बना लो। ओके, सो वेडनेसडे मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इंस्टेड ऑफ Q&A सेशन आई विल डू ए सेशन ऑन दिस गुप्त नवरात्र दैट इज कमिंग ऑफ शाकंभरी देवी। आपको क्या करना है, आपके लाइफ में कैसे अच्छे रिजल्ट्स आएंगे, वो सारे चीजें बता दूंगा मैं आपको। ओके, एनी क्वेश्चंस? अब सवाल है तो पूछ लो जाने से पहले, और एक 2-3 मिनट है मेरे पास। ओके, सो जनेशा जी, लास्ट क्वेश्चन, फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट क्वेश्चन। चलो
गुरुजी, धन
प्रणाम।
आकर्षण का मतलब ही है पैसा।
हाँ
और अगर किसी ने बोला तो उसका मतलब कि उसको जो अभी आपने बोला वैसा ही, the feeling of jealousy that now everybody is going to get it but I am not going to get it is the issue. So please do not take that in account and stop our sadhanas.
एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली। वो देखो, मैंने क्या कहा, आप दरवाजे में कितना भी ताला लगाओ, उसको अगर अंदर आना है वो घुसेगा, ही
बस।
विल एंटर एनी हाउ। आप लोगों के दिल खुले हैं ना, तो हम आसानी से आ जाएंगे, सो डोंट वरी।
और गुरु जी, इस बार की साधना में बाकी तो मुझे नहीं मालूम, लेकिन इतना धन्यता का भाव आया। वो भाव भी अगर हमारे में स्थापित होता है धन्यता का, which is what we call as a gratitude, that also itself is a very big dhan we have earned.
एब्सोल्युटली जनेशा जी, लोगों को धन मतलब सिर्फ एक ही चीज समझ में आता है। धन का मतलब ज्ञान भी होता है, धन का मतलब समृद्धि भी होती है, धन का मतलब वे हेल्थ भी होता है, धन का मतलब रिलेशनशिप भी होता है, धन का मतलब ग्रैटिट्यूड भी होता है। यू कैन नॉट बी ग्रेटफुल अंटिल द ग्रेस ऑफ द डिवाइन हैज फॉलन ऑन यू।
Absolutely right. Absolutely.
तो अगर आप ग्रेटफुल हो ना, दैट मीन्स उसका ग्रेस आपके थ्रू फ्लो हो रहा है।
Absolutely. अगर अगर श्रीहरि ने श्रीपति ने
नहीं किया होता ये सब चीजें,
हाँ,
तो कहाँ होते थे हम? तो देखा, मैंने यही कहा था ना कि किसकी माया?
ये सब तो
बांके
आपकी माया
बिहारी लाल की जय।
ये सब तो आपकी माया है।
नहीं, माया मेरी कुछ नहीं है भाई।
हाँ, ये
हमें कुछ
हरि
नहीं चाहिए था,
कृष्ण।
आप ही खुद गायब होके देखो, दिखाई भी नहीं दे रहे हो, इसीलिए बोल रहे ना,
हाँ,
गायब हो गए कान्हा जी।
हाँ। गुरु जी, नाम अभी बदली कर देना है, कृष्ण हरि
हाँ?
श्रीपति।
हाँ नहीं, हरि कृष्ण श्रीपति।
अच्छा, हरि कृष्ण श्रीपति ऐसा
हाँ,
करते, ठीक है।
तीनों नाम एक ही के हैं। मुझे
हाँ,
लगता था
बस वही।
पहले 3 लोगों के नाम होंगे।
हाँ, सही है।
ओके।
तीनों लोग है ना सर?
हाँ
गुरु
तीनों
जी,
है
हमको
ना।
तीनों लोगों का मुक्ति लेनी है ना, तो इसके लिए 3 नाम रखे उन्होंने, तीनों
आप
लोगों से
आप
मुक्ति ली जाते हैं।
आप ये कह रहे थे कि मैं गॉड मोड में हूँ, लेकिन हरि भाई गॉड मोड में है, लेकिन लीला सब कर दिए।
सही है, सही। धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद हरि भाई, और
धन्यवाद जनेश
धन्यवाद।
जी। I have one final question that Kushal asked, actually related to pain. So Kushal, you start with that, okay? अभी जो मैंने बताया उससे शुरू करो, because this is the pinpoint. Until you experience a little benefit out of it, you will not do what I am going to tell you next. अब धीरे से यहां से शुरू करो, then I will give you. अभी मैं खत्म नहीं हुआ, मैं अभी शुरू कर रहा हूं। कल किसी ने मुझे पूछा कि आप किसी का नाम लेके मुझे बता रहे थे कि वो ये साधना करते हैं, वो ऐसे थे, वो वैसे थे। जब मैंने एक चीज बोलना शुरू किया, मैं बोला उनको जानता हूं मैं, उनके गुरु को जानते हो क्या? तो हाँ उनके गुरु, मतलब इनका उनका नाम ये था ना हाँ। अच्छा, उनके गुरु को जानते हो क्या? बोला हाँ। बोला उनका नाम जानते हो? बोला नहीं सुना है। मैं बोला वो ये थे ना? हाँ। अच्छा, वो उतना साल जिए थे ना? हाँ। बोले लेकिन आप तो 200-300 साल पुरानी बात कर रहे हो। मैं बोला उसके आगे भी बोलता हूँ मैं, सुन। मैं बोला, और लास्ट में ऐसा हो गया, हाथ जोड़ लिए, बोले गलत इंसान से पूछ लिया। मैं बोला बिल्कुल सही, क्योंकि उसके बाद मैंने कुछ ऐसे ऐसे नाम बोले, उसने सुना नहीं था कभी। मैं बोला जाके उनको पूछना कि इस व्यक्ति ने ये सब चीजों के बारे में बताया, फिर वो बताएंगे कि वो व्यक्ति कौन है। ठीक है, और ऐसा ना हो कि वो भाग के आए मेरे पास कि हमें भी सिखा दो, हम कब से ढूंढ रहे थे। सब कुछ करना, पता नहीं बताना। ओके, सो आई डोंट नो वेदर I was able to justify the topic that we took, but I believe I have justified more than that the topic that was required. कुछ अलग ही था, might be something different for this day, but need of the hour for many of us. Now, did you realize how to lose weight? How not to get into anger? How to know that patterns that are being created, and when you are aware, you will be conscious, and in your consciousness, you will not be angry, you will not be sorrowful. लोग दुखी भी पैटर्न के साथ होते हैं अलीवा जी, और लोग पागल भी होते हैं पैटर्न के साथ। कुछ व्यक्ति हैं जिनको पीरियोडिकल मैडनेस कहते हैं। हाँ, सुना है आपने आप ये टॉपिक? कुछ लोग होते हैं, इफ यू गो इनटू साइकेट्री, एनी साइकोलॉजिस्ट को पूछ लो, वो बताएंगे देयर आर सम पीपल दोज हु आर नोन एज पीरियोडिकल मैडनेस, मतलब कुछ समय के लिए वो पागल हो जाते हैं। लेकिन उनको पीरियोडिकल क्यों कहा जाता है? क्योंकि उनको एक सर्टेन टाइम फ्रेम में, महीने के लिए पागल होते हैं, 2 महीने के लिए पागल होते हैं, 6 महीने के लिए पागल होते हैं, तो उनको एक पैटर्न है, वो कहते हैं तो पीरियोडिकल पागल है। लेकिन हम दिन में इतने बार पागल होते हैं कि हमारा कोई पीरियड का टाइम टेबल ही नहीं है। मतलब कोई 6 घंटे में हो जाता है, कोई 2 घंटे में हो जाता है, कोई अभी है। तो वो बाउंड्री भी क्रॉस कर चुके हैं हम। लाइक वी कैन नॉट पुट आवरसेल्व्स इनटू दैट कैटेगरी ऑफ पीरियोडिकल मैडनेस आल्सो, बट पागल तो होते हैं। नहीं होते तो मैं कुछ चीजें याद दिला दूंगा, आप खुद हंस लोगे अपने ऊपर, बोलोगे अरे सच में नहीं, ये पागलपंती था। जैसे अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हम बात कर रहे थे, देर तक सो गया, उठने के बाद कोसना शुरू कर दिया, क्या पागलपंती है? बोलने से क्या हो गया? समय वापस आया नहीं आया? पागल हो नहीं हो? और मैं तो बहुत सारी चीजें बोलना नहीं चाहता, नहीं तो सारे चीजों में आपको पागलपंती ही दिखेगी आपकी। कभी रो लेते हो, कभी हंस लेते हो, कभी चिल्ला देते हो, क्यों? अगर उसे देखने लगो ना, हंसने लगोगे, क्योंकि तब लगेगा कि क्या क्या पागलपंती करता हूं मैं दिन में। एक रिकॉर्ड रखो उसका भी, टाइम टेबल ऑफ मैडनेस। देन एग्जैक्टली दिस विल हैपन टू यू। आप अभी हंस रहे हो ना लोगों के बारे में, मैं जो बोलता हूं पीरियोडिकल पागल होते हैं, आप अपने ऊपर हंसने लगोगे, मैं ही हूं, ये किसी और का बात नहीं चल रहा था, मेरी ही बात कर रहे थे। Why? So, keeping a record of all those things, realizing all those things, knowing all those things, along with the sadhanas that you are doing, you will be completely aware of this world. You will be aware of this body, this mind. You will be working with the divine path, and you will transcend everything at one go. Best of both worlds. बोलो हरि किशन श्रीपति की जय। हर हर महादेव। अब जाके कहना हम ब्रह्मास्मि। चलो, थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर लिसनिंग टू माय मैड टॉक्स एंड दैट क्रेजी थिंग्स दैट आई स्पीक ऑफ। लेकिन पागलों को पागल की दवाई ही काम करती है। Okay, so see you all soon. Wednesday, as I said, I will be guiding you through how you will be doing this sadhana from 30th December to 6th January. छोटा सा प्रोसेस बता दूंगा, लेकिन उसका अगर आप 2 या 3 साल उसे कर लोगे घर में, आपके घर में कभी भी अन्न का, खाद्य पदार्थों का कभी कमी नहीं रहेगा आपके घर में। जैसे चलो उस दिन बोलूंगा, फिर इफ आई स्टार्ट इट विल गो रॉन्ग। आपको बिठा दूंगा। चलो, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर लिसनिंग टू माय वर्ड्स। मैडनेस, क्रेजीनेस, explosion and divinity all together, the craziness and the wisdom together. So may we all keep on laughing, smiling, joking, dancing, singing, cross over this world, becoming one of a kind, that the next time somebody looks at you and says, पागलों को भी मुक्ति मिलती है, तो कहना पागलों को ही मुक्ति मिलती है, सयाने पूरे अभी भी जमाने में है। Thank you so much. Aham Brahmasmi. May this celebration continue in your life forever.